Johnny D leading our vision so clear. Dark Lord, Jack Daddy, knowledge supreme. Bobby A1 needs mountain dream lord. Scuba camera haunting our show. Together we reveal the fear we bestow. Jump scares and monsters looking in the dark. Gore and more team ready to embark. Thrills and chills, we embrace them all.
And what's going on, Gorehounds? Welcome to the Gore More Podcast. I'm your not so mean fluff master supreme, Big Johnny D, bringing the shit show in. However, I do not bring the shit show in alone. For with me, as always, are my beloved horror homies. Started off with that Dark Lord of Knowledge, that Chad Daddy, all the way from the Chattahoochee, Mr. Chad Chrisman.
What's up, bitches?
We have the Duke of the Dead, the host with the ghost, Lord Scuba Cabra, Mr. Steve Vasquez.
What's up, baby?
And we have that killing machine, but we like to call him that delicious meat mountain, Mr. Bobby Amone.
Good evening and welcome to Monday, August 5th.
Yeah, it is. Thank you. Already put the date out there. I don't have to do that. What I am going to say is if you are watching live or if you paid attention to our site, if not, go take a look. We got a new fucking logo. We rebranded ourselves a little bit.
Yeah,
Yes, we did.
Yeah, new intro songs we're testing out.
Yeah, we're doing a little
love
bit.
that intro song. Love it.
That's
You know,
I was jamming to that thing.
I never thought I would say I enjoyed a K-pop song, but when I heard that, I was like, "Holy shit, this is the tits!"
That was pretty fun.
Hey, is nobody sharing to the podcast page? Because I do not see it.
No, I haven't got in there yet. So if somebody wants to hit
Hold
that,
on, I'm on my way there now. That I'm working on.
all right, cool. So yeah, today we are talking. Oh man, a very potentially controversial movie. I don't know, amongst the horror fans, could go either way. But personal favorite of mine. I don't give a shit. I'm gonna totally fucking say that.
Yeah.
This is a comfort meal, bro. This is meatloaf and mashed potatoes, man. Like, I'm fucking. You know what? Like, I'll start strong with this movie, and I don't mind falling asleep because I've seen it a million times. But if I wake up again, I'm still gonna be like, ooh, yeah, like,
Yeah.
But we are talking 2003's Freddy versus Jason, and I'm excited to talk about it. But before we do that, we're gonna talk about what we did in the last weekend, whether it was nothing or a lot of stuff. And in order to do that, Mr. Scuba, if you could please.
Ladies and gentlemen, it is now time for your Slice of Life.
Yeah, buddy.
Nice.
Chad Daddy, I'm throwing it over to you, homie.
Hey, so what's up? Yeah, I wasn't here last week because I was spending time with my mother, who was visiting from all the way down in Houston, Texas.
Nice.
Yeah.
How is Mama? How's Mama Christmas?
She's doing really good. You know, we just kind of hung out. She didn't really want to do much, which I was perfectly fine with because that means less money spent out of my pocket.
Fair.
And also less money spent out of her pocket. She just wanted to come up, spend time with us, spend time with the grandkids, and that's what we did. We just hung out. We did. I think the only thing we really did, we went out and got dinner the one night, and then we went to the local county fair. And so we went to the county fair. God damn, there were so many fucking disgusting teenage hoochies running around. Like I saw the one girl. I turned to my mom and I'm like, okay, I want to take my oldest daughter, Chloe, when she's done with the ride, show her that girl and say, that's how not to dress.
Where's Jason when you need him?
Yeah. I don't know, man.
Like, kids just don't have any fucking modesty. So
Because there's no shame anymore. We're not allowed to.
there
We're
is.
not
We're
allowed to.
not allowed to. That's
We're
why.
not allowed to shame.
Nope.
And people do not feel it.
Nope.
And I feel like that. Like, that's something where, like, we had to grow up with, right? You either, like, deal with it or you get really, like, you get sarcastic with it or you deal with it.
Yeah.
But
sorry, I'm just sharing.
you're
now,
fine.
so.
What up, Gene? How you doing, sir?
Gene, what's up, buddy? Yeah, and I still haven't had a chance to go see the new Deadpool. Gene wants to go with me. I planned on going this past weekend to the drive-in, but it just kept threatening to piss down rain the whole fucking weekend, so I said, screw it.
Oh.
It's a great buddy film.
Dude, so So many people are posting the spoilers. I know all the major fucking cameos, and it pisses me
Dude,
off.
first of all, I don't even know if I would yeah, you can blame just people in general, but like companies, IGN, I'm calling you fucking out, man. They're the worst. They posted shit not even a full week out.
Dude,
They're
these
posting
people were
shit
posting
by
on
Wednesday.
These people were posting on a fucking a Monday, and they're
Yeah,
like, "Oh,
dude.
it's not my fault you didn't get out to go see the movie." I'm like, not everybody can go to the fucking movies opening weekend.
That's a terrible. We should not, as a society, be at that point, dude. And I feel like the media in itself strongholds it to where almost you have to. Like I said, I didn't even see. Most people they had stuff that was hinting at it, but there was no actual like.
Oh no, these people were posting like legit videos and stuff, and
Uh,
no spoilers. Like you just scroll down the feed and you just see right there. It's like boom, there's I don't want
See?
to say any
But
spoilers.
you know what?
It's like Jesus fucking Christ, dude.
But you know what? I will say it's more than just cameos. They're not just cameos. They're, you know what I mean? It's an important part of the plot of the movie.
I'd argue
And it
one,
sucks.
but it was still awesome. So
And it sucks that it got ruined, you know, but you still got to watch it, and you're still going to fucking geek the fuck out when it happens. It's especially with Channing Tatum, man. Like Marvel, give him the fucking movie. give him not only the fucking movie.
not
Yeah,
only
that was
man,
that
but
was the second one that was not the first one that was spoiled for me.
this is
I had one already spoiled.
it's just yeah. I see. I don't want to say anything because I don't know what's been spoiled to you, so I'm still gonna leave it. Dude, we're still in the 2-week realm that I personally think is okay. But
So Bobby, did you see it yet?
No, we're trying to go Friday night.
So I'm not the only one.
No,
So
you're not.
I will
No,
say,
you're-
I will say though that and this is going to be the most sacrilegious shit that's come out of my mouth, but Marvel Jesus topped the Jesus movie.
It did.
yeah, dude,
Sales-wise.
I mean,
It did.
there's
Yeah,
a lot
and
of movies that top the Jesus movie, man. That's not
it-
fair.
it-
Paw
it
Patrol
grows-
probably beat
The
that
Passion of the Christ.
But it tops it as the highest rated R-rated movie domestically.
dude. It's good, but here's the thing, man. This one, I feel like could be fine if you've never seen any of the entire Fox and New Line universe from '98 up till now. But if you have, that movie is fucking the tits, dude. Like 100%.
Yeah,
You're gonna get so many references and stupid shit. Now let's see if it holds up 3 years down the road. I think it will, but
it's just it was hilarious. Like I said, even the third time I watched it, I laughed my ass off the entire way, even though I already knew what the fuck was gonna happen. It still has that rewatchability.
but hell yeah. Anyways, anything else, Chad Daddy?
Nope, just work's been kind of slow lately, so we've kind of been taking our sweet ass time doing it. Oh, and yeah, so I had like real bad, really aggressive pink eye last I talked to you guys. It got so bad. I left work early that Wednesday when my mom came home. I'm like, dude, I got to go to the doctor. My boss is like, yeah, you've got bad pink eye, just go. So I go to the doctor. She asks what I'm using. I show her the eye drops. She's like, yeah, we're seeing this more now where it's like a really aggressive pink eye that's really resistant to antibiotic drops. So they prescribed me this fucking ointment that I literally had to squirt in my eye. It was like this nasty, greasy shit all through my eye. That stuff sucked. Like you squirt in your eye, and then you can't see for like 2 minutes.
Shitty.
Yeah. But it's all fine now. So yeah, that
It's not, and I'm trying to figure out why comments aren't coming through.
Yeah, I was gonna say you got a bunch over there, but
Yeah.
weird. All right. Well, it's on you, homie. How was your weekend?
My weekend was pretty chill. I did not do a damn thing this weekend. Not working the bars anymore on Friday or during the weekends. So just kind of hung out with Charlie while Mel worked. And what did we do? I didn't do nothing, man. I did absolutely nothing. I got to play some Helldivers. I did, however, find something that blew my fucking mind. So I went to go grab a drink or something, and I was moving shit in Mel's cup holder, and I saw a wheat penny in there, and I'm like, oh, cool, a wheat penny. I used to collect these when I was little. So I pick it up, and I look at it, and I'm like, I wonder how much this penny's worth. I Googled this penny. In the condition that it's in, because it's in really good condition right now, this penny is worth $3,000.
What?
I have a
Damn.
$3,000 1940 wheat penny.
Holy shit!
Yeah,
I don't even know what the fuck that would look like. What is it?
it's a wheat penny. The one it says 1 cent on the back, and
says
it's
1
got the
cent
wheat
on the
leaves on
back
the
of
side.
Are you sure it's the right mint and everything?
It is. I checked everything. It is the exact one that I needed. Yes, Ricardo, I can see your comments
what's
here.
up, Ricardo?
I'm telling everybody in my feed, if you're watching this from my feed, go to the Gore and More podcast page and watch it there if you want to comment, because for some reason my comments are not coming in.
Also, like the page if you haven't.
Yeah, and like the page if you haven't liked it yet. So
And share.
yes, share
Yes,
the
yes.
hell out of this. So yeah, I was super excited about that, and I was like, so some wheat pennies are, you just have to find the correct ones. Now this one, I don't want to clean it. I've seen a lot of like antique shows and stuff, and when you clean stuff, it loses the value. But I want to take this to like somebody that collects coins and stuff, because there's two versions of this penny that came out in 1940. One of them was brown and the other was red. This is the red one, but you can barely tell. There's certain spots on it where you can see the red, like here at the bottom. You see how you see the red right there, as opposed to the rest of the brown copper.
No, we
So-
can't see that.
You can't see it.
No. That's
A little bit.
Damn it. Anyways, so this is the red penny. This is the one that's worth $3,000. I flipped the fuck out when I saw it, because I'm like, let's go. So if I can find somebody that wants to buy it before the wedding, cake.
wedding's paid for.
The honeymoon and the wedding are paid for.
Nice.
Yeah, and that was it. And then we watched this yesterday early because Mel had to work last night as well. So we watched it early. I didn't think Charlie was going to be interested in it because she really doesn't pay attention to stuff that's not like cartoony.
Okay. I'm seeing if I got it to work.
Just FYI, that's going to take you to the donate to the Ukraine thing.
Is it? I refreshed it. I wanted to
Don't
see if it was
donate to
working.
that.
No, I'm not.
Yeah.
Anyways, just
Let me see.
go. Don't mind. Hold on. Yeah, I'm checking this shit.
And
Scooby, you
just so
keep
we know,
talking.
I love the picture of the
So-
shunting.
Yeah, I know, right? Gross.
So that was really it. And oh, actually, no, it says earn cash from live streaming. Sweet.
Fuck yeah, dude.
Let's
Oh,
go.
yeah.
Hey,
Donate.
If anybody
Yeah,
wants to
donate.
support us,
donate the money.
more shows, better audio stuff.
More nudity
we're working on
eventually,
our
too.
audio, and I apologize if anybody listens to it that also watches. We're getting onto that.
Yeah.
Uh,
yeah.
So
John's working hard on all that stuff.
yeah,
Yes, it is.
I know it does feel like almost like a second job. This fucking part.
So
Anyways.
yeah, so we just sat down and watched it, and Mel told me to shut up because I kept quoting the movie. Like that movie starts and I can just start talking and I know what the hell they're gonna say because I've seen this movie so many damn times. And like John said, it's one of my guilty pleasures. I know it's not the best film, but I finally got two of the goats, two of my favorites, to be in a movie together. So I was super excited when this movie came out. And Charlie sat down and watched the whole thing. And I'm like, yeah, she probably shouldn't be watching this, but it's a good thing she won't remember.
Oh, so in the house, I got to give some definite shout outs right now. And I apologize, Scoops, for stuff.
No, you're good. You're good. I'm done.
Our man Ron, what's up, homie? This motherfucker right here is actually the dude that made our new logo.
Oh, shit.
Thanks, buddy.
Hello there, Ron.
legend.
Thank you very much.
We
You are
love
a
it.
legend, sir. Yes.
We love it.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Looks
Ron, I hope you can hear this
fantastic.
now that you're actually not just hearing it from me, from the guy.
Yeah, no, man.
No, seriously,
When John
it
started
looks
sending
great.
it in, we were like, yes, we
Mhm.
love it. We love it. And your concept is just amazing. Mwah, chef's kiss.
Absolutely
Love
beautiful.
it. Love it.
Every version you've made and sent, superb.
Yeah, what's up, Nordic Panda?
All right, Bobby, on to you, buddy. What did you do?
Oh, I did nothing this weekend.
Yeah, whatever.
I was at Monster Mania this weekend for the August show.
Sweating your ass off.
For me, it really wasn't as bad as you would think. There were other people who were dressed up in other things, and I go, there's a reason why Marino had
I was to say, I bet Marino was pretty fucking warm, dude.
Well, okay, all right. So I saw his Batman suit, and it looks fantastic.
I believe he's Dark Knight Batman style, right, Nolan?
Yes. Yeah. So then I saw him in the hallway, and we took a picture. He squeezed his hand.
And just like
water came out. Like it was like, I'm like,
that boy lost like 4 pounds of liquid in that suit.
I looked at it. I was in my Michael mask. I'm like, what the fuck? It was coming out of every seam that it could. I felt so bad for that kid.
When I do my Jason, the dream one that I got from Marcio.
Hell yeah,
I have gloves. I have gloves that I wear also that I painted up so you can't see my tattoos. And every fucking time I take those gloves off and I can just pour out the sweat.
Ugh.
I'm preparing myself because I got a new one that I'm working on, but we'll worry about that later. So yeah, I was at Monster Mania. I dressed up as Michael. A lot of drinking, a lot of hanging out with people. I also got to meet Clive Barker, who I didn't think I was going to meet because his lines were massive Friday and Saturday. So Sunday comes around and we did our shopping. I did a little more and I bought a lot. I can't show it all now. It's all kind of scattered. And I said to the lady, I said, I'm like, where's his line? And she says, well, if it's not, you could just go.
Oh, sweet.
Walked up to the room and he had 8x10s here. He had posters. I got a mini poster of Hellraiser with him with the city in the background, and I got Clive Barker to sign it. So because this is his last East Coast show, and then he's going to do a West Coast show, and then he's pretty much done. I know he's got some health issues, but he's also got some other books he's been writing. I talked to him a little bit, so he's got a lot of things he wants to do. So he's going to be done for a little bit. So I was happy I got to meet him while I could.
It's awesome.
Hell yeah, dude.
Yeah, he was very nice. He was, that's all I can say. He was very nice. He would talk to you and then sign, and you were on your way. It was an overall great show. Hot as a bitch, but what do you expect? I mean, it's 95 degrees and you're in Jersey. Like there was a lot of people complaining about the AC, and I'm like, clearly they have never been inside a building when it's 95 degrees. No matter how big your AC unit is, it's not exactly going to do what it needs to do. It's
not even that, dude. It's just like the influx of people into that fucking hotel is stupid. Like, exactly. Oh my God.
Like, no, because everybody's like, it's hot. I'm like, yeah, I have my AC unit at 67. The house is 81 degrees. It's because of the sun and the heat, you dingbat. Like, that just made no sense.
I mean, there's a reason I just chose not to go to the August show, dude. I think like I'm going to be a March boy, if anything, just because my fat ass needs the cooler weather for the
Like I said, I wasn't as bad for me. I guess I've just gotten used to it, and I probably won't get used to it as I get older, but I'll take it for what it is now. So we got done. We got done early. I came back, watched this movie. I haven't watched this in a hot minute.
Same.
I watched it from an analytical standpoint, but we'll get into that in a little bit, John.
Yeah, buddy. Let's see. I didn't do shit this weekend. Literally didn't. I just fucking gamed and went in, worked, did some overtime, made some money, and came back, worked on some podcast shit or did some major editing on episodes. Dude, like deep dive editing. I pretty much just listened to the whole episode while editing. Like I haven't done that in a fucking minute. But once again, working on the audio situation. So we'll get that hopefully situated within the week. After that, let's see. Oh, yeah, I did another big boy move today and got my car. Got a new car.
Yeah, buddy.
I was sad, man. I traded in, I can't even remember what I first called her when I got her, dude. She's a red car, and I remember it was something after, it might have been Debbie or something like that. I don't know. Either way, she was a tank. She fucking lasted 14 years. I put her through a lot of shit. Multiple out-of-state trips, and she's fucking held up well, but it's time to get something a little bit newer. And I'm also sad, dude, because I don't have a manual anymore, man. So I'm with everybody else now, but it's a fucking dope car. Way too many bells and whistles, as you boys know. I'll just explain. My old shit, man, that was baseline stock. That shit was literally a stick shift. It had crank windows and manual fucking locks, dude.
Is that the car that
Yep.
the one we were in at Steel City?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Dude, that bitch
Oh
fucking
no.
I know, man. It was sad, dude, because I almost didn't want to give her up, and I was just like, it's like I don't need it though. I could take it to like a demo derby, I guess. But no. Fucking so yeah, that was it's a weird feeling because it's exciting, but at the same time, I haven't had a car payment in like 9 fucking years. So that kind of is a kick in the dick. But I guess such is adult life. You know what the sad realization is though, man? Is when I've been looking for this shit and everything, I was test driving one that was a neighbor was selling and shit. I don't know about you, man, but when I got my first car, it was an 89 Mercury Tracer, and I bought that shit for $1,200, and it was pristine grandma's car. It was awesome, right? I bought that shit in like 2002, 2003, whatever. And gone are the days of that. Because just any basic used car, man, you're paying at least 15 grand now. And it's like,
and that's low.
This is fucking stupid.
You're better off buying a new car than a used car.
And the worst part is like, I'm like, man, I don't know if I could buy my kid a car. Like by the time she gets to 16, I'm almost afraid to see where shit's gonna be. Like, yo, hon, you're gonna get an e-bike.
Yeah. We'll get you a hoverboard.
Yo, at the same time, man, if I work close to home, not gonna lie, I'd get an e-bike, dude. Fuck yeah, man. Not utilize the car, just fucking dude. First of all, them shits are fast as fuck, right? Secondly, there's no regulation to them yet.
No.
Yeah, because they're treated as bicycles, but like motherfuckers will like zip through. Like I almost hit a motherfucker today because he was zipping through as I had a green light, and he's just like, nope, pedestrian. I was just like, what the fuck? But anyways, I'm ready to talk about this fucking movie. So let's get into this shit. Chad Daddy, who was this? Anybody's specific pick, or was this a group pick?
Nope, this is a group pick.
Scuba, go ahead, man.
All right, we are talking Freddy versus Jason, released August 13th, 2003. Stuck in the bowels of hell after the ultimate massacre in Freddy's Dead, the final nightmare. A weakened and utterly forgotten Freddy Krueger has all the time in the world to plan his vengeful return. So with Springwood's teenagers safe from harm, the disfigured former Dream Master puts his risky but fiendishly brilliant plan in motion and enlists the help of another long-forgotten nightmare to do his bidding. The monstrous Crystal Lake slasher, Jason Voorhees. Hell puts two horror legends against each other. The Slicer and the Slasher. One can't stop killing while the other can't wait to resume slaughtering. But only one can rule Elm Street. When pure evil battles sheer dread, does it matter which one survives? Directed by Ronnie Yu, the bride with white hair, Bride of Chucky. Written by Damian Shannon, Friday the 13th, Baywatch. Mark Swift, Baywatch, Friday the 13th. Produced by Sean S. Cunningham. What was that?
I said Baywatch.
Baywatch. Last House on the Left, Spring Break. Starring Bobby. Give it to us.
Starring Bobby.
Oh, shit. What the fuck? Starring Robert Englund, the Quantum Devil, curses as Laurie Campbell. No, Freddy Krueger. Ken Kurtzinger, Wrong Turn 2, Dead End. Stan Helsing as Jason Voorhees. Oh, come on.
Fuck Stan Helsing.
Oh, I thought you were booing Ken Kurtzinger. I was like,
that's what I was booing. I was booing Ken.
I was like, damn.
Nope, I was booing.
I like whatever. Anyways,
Monica Keena, the Devil's Advocate, Night of the Demons as Laurie Campbell. Kelly Rowland, Think Like a Man, Mia Culpa as Kia Watterson. Jason Ritter, Swim Fan, Gravity Falls as Will Rollins. Chris Marquette, The Girl Next Door Fanboys as Charlie Linderman. Lachlan Monroe, Scary Movie, White Chicks as Deputy Scott Stubbs. Catherine Isabel, Ginger Snaps, American Mary as Gibb Smith. Brandon Fletcher, Ginger Snaps 2 Unleashed, Violent Night as Mark Davis, Zach Ward, A Christmas Story, Resident Evil Apocalypse as Bobby Davis,
Scott Farkas.
Yeah, buddy.
Oh shit!
You
Yep,
didn't know
that's
that?
Farkas.
You
You
know,
didn't
come
know
on.
that?
Yep, that's Farkas.
Holy shit!
What?
The weird part is, I don't remember him from any other movie except Christmas Story and this.
I never
Titus.
fucking paid that.
He was the
close
younger brother of
attention.
Titus, dude, and he was awesome in that too.
I don't think I saw
Holy
that. Probably
shit.
not.
Yeah, dude, Scott Farkas, bro.
Kyle Labine, Halloween Resurrection, Scary Stories to Tell in the Dark as Bill Freeberg.
Hell yeah.
Body count total of 24.
Chad Daddy.
Okay, that says 24 because that's what IMDb said. I counted
It's
like
way more.
18. I counted like
Oh.
18.
Really? Even with all the cornfield? There's a lot in the cornfield, though.
I counted about 18.
There was, but at the same
Invite
time,
only corn poke.
Or do they count? I mean, you're counting the dream sequence in the beginning?
I think they do. I think they counted the
Okay,
dream
I would
sequence.
guess. Okay.
I think they count that and flashbacks. I don't count those.
That's fair. That's
But
fair.
moving on, music by Graham Revell, Titan AE, Daredevil, cinematography by Fred Murphy, The Mothman Prophecies, Stir of Echoes, edited by Mark Stevens, Batman Forever, 8mm, effects and makeup by Wayne Bouchamp, Stargate, Bride of Reanimator, distributed by New Line Cinema, runtime of 98 minutes, rated R, budget of 30 mil, and it grossed 116.6 mil. It made some mad money.
yeah, it was successful. Can't argue with that.
Yes, it was.
That's crazy. You know what? I was part of that because I went.
Yeah,
multiple
me too.
times.
I did too.
I only went once, but yeah, it's part of it.
I was 10.
Listen,
I watched it on demand.
Bro,
Of course you did. Yeah, of course you did. Of course you did.
This was my graduating summer, man. So I was just like, yeah, it's all about it.
I think this Resident Evil was the first movie that I ever illegally downloaded, and I think this was like second or third.
Oh Jesus!
Yeah, I mean, but I
used-
watched it in the theater. But after watching it in the theater, I went right to LimeWire to try to find a copy of it, and it was like a shitty copy, but I still had it on DVD.
And
Jesus
how-
Christ!
How long
2000
did it take? How long did it take to download?
I say
Dude,
that'd be
it took
dial up,
days.
bro.
It took days. It took like 2 or 3 days for it to
Jesus.
fucking download.
Oh my god!
And the computer wasn't even mine. It was my first ex-wife's dad's computer, but he and I were like both downloading shit and fuck it, but it was his computer. So
He's
I was
probably
like,
wondering. They're probably wondering why they weren't getting any phone calls for like 3 days. Is
That's
the phone broke? What the
crazy,
hell's
dude.
going on?
I would have nobody
Crazy.
important to talk to.
Fucking A. All right, man. So let's discuss. Clearly, this was not our first time watching this movie.
No.
With that being said,
I'm gonna let you guys just go in ham.
no. You know what? Because
No, I
know
want to
I'm
hear
on the-
what Bobby
right.
said.
I'm
because-
on the positive track. I know Scoobs is, and I know Chad Daddy.
Hold on.
is, so-
And the reason I want to hear from Bobby first is because he's already said multiple times that he watched it subjectively this time.
Yes, so
I
I
didn't watch
very
it subjectively.
He's got notes. He's.
I
I want to hear this.
watched it as a fucking fan, just like I did back in.
Same.
So my view is skewed in this shit. So Bobby, give it to
All right.
us.
All right. Well, look, I'm not gonna sit here and shit the film. Look, I was a kid when it came out. Was I hyped as much? Yes. I mean, Freddy versus Jason. What more could you have wanted? Well, as I look at it now, however many years later, over
It's about to be 20 years.
it's about yeah.
Yeah, it's about to be.
No, it is. It's over
It is
20
20,
years.
21 years. 21 years. Holy shit.
My
Wow.
right?
this is why
It's just.
this is
it's
why
just
I
shy of, It's just shy of 21 years, so we should all take it out to drink next week. It's legal now.
I will be after I'm on my birthday.
Ugh.
So
That's the
all right,
Freddy versus Jason beers.
here's where I'm gonna go, and I know Chad definitely has this in notes, but I'm gonna just touch on it now. I know there was I don't even know how many scripts on this movie.
Listen, I know it
About
was a body.
17.
Just hold on,
I
hang on,
know
hold
it
on,
was
hold on. Hold on.
I know it was a body double with Gib. I'm sorry, but it makes me.
Yes.
It's not in my head. It's still her. Okay.
Movie magic.
Anyways.
It's her.
But
I was like, that's not where I was going at all.
that's not where I was going with it. But
if you were to be sucked into the TV into that movie, it'd be her. So it's fine.
He's got a point. It would be.
All right. Anyway,
But
sorry.
My issues are genuine, I feel, and I will say that it has nothing to do with who's in the movie either. But there was, I feel, so many missed opportunities. There was a lot that I remember. The one writer said, "Well, we wanted Jason to kind of be like from part 3 and 4," and I'm like, "Yeah, no offense, you don't even have a combination of the two in this movie. It's dumb as I'm sorry, and I hate to say it if this is your favorite Jason, he's dumb as shit, and he doesn't move."
Frankenstein,
Man, he's a shark, bro. He doesn't move.
No, he's not. This shark is still quite tame. The best scene he looks in is the bed splitting scene. That's it.
Really? So like him completely one-arming and line-backing Freddy through like 7 fucking windows at full ramming
second
speed
scene, but like
doesn't do it for you,
Okay.
Bob.
what
Yeah.
about the fucking party massacre?
no.
What do you mean? He fucked everybody up, and then when he slices
I would
that
take remake Jason over this Jason.
Well, that's a totally different Jason, though. You can't do
I
that.
can. I can.
But that's more in line with what they said they wanted to do in this movie than what we got.
I will
Let's
say
just
I
go with
do
that
not.
first.
I'm not the biggest fan of this Jason design.
Oh God, no.
He
I
moved
also-
entirely way too slow.
Mhm.
So I will say that he did move entirely way too slow. They could have given him and I get it. He's been dead for a long time, so he's just he needs his oil like the Tin Man, But
Well, blood.
they made him too much like Frankenstein.
Yeah, and he's not.
And-
Frankenstein.
They even gave him Frankenstein
Stein's
boots. For fuck's sake.
Yeah, they did.
Yeah. So that right there, that's my only issue with this movie is the Jason design. But it's still badass when you see Jason go up against Freddy. Now here's my thing, my issue. They didn't cast Kane Hodder for it because they said he was too big.
No, they said he was too short.
No,
He
he
was
was
too
too short.
They said
Oh, he was too short. I thought they said because they didn't want him
No.
towering over Freddy.
No, that's
No,
why
it's-
they. That's why
they
cast-
wanted Kurt Singer because
Well,
Kurt
here's the
Singer
weird
is like
part is-
6'4", 6'5".
And yeah, I'll say Kane is like 6'5". In real life, Ken is 6
With lifts.
6'10".
Is
No,
6,
wait.
No, he's 6'5" in real
He's
life.
not
that's right.
6'5".
No, I was
No,
confusing
Kane
because
is
Robert.
6'3".
No, I confused it with Robert. Robert's 5'10".
Yeah,
Yeah.
there you go.
Kane is 6'3", Ken was 6'5", but then they put him in boots this big and made him 6'9".
I don't even
So they
think
still had to
Kane
make
is
him-
6'3". I think Kane's
6'2".
fucking lifts.
He's 6'2".
I don't even think he's that. I think he wears fucking lifts.
But
His legs
he
are
does.
way too small for his height.
He does wear
He
lifts.
probably
So now-
probably at one point was that tall, but after the abuse his body's taken,
That's
he
true.
probably,
That's
he probably
true.
does wear lifts now.
You know what? And that's fair. It's like Mick Foley. When I met Mick at Steel City Con, in the picture I
Yeah.
took with him, he's towering over me. When I interviewed him, we were the same height.
there you go.
Hmm.
But here's my other issues, and this one I feel was so missed because this was set up. Well, it was being set up kind of in the late 80s. This was set up with Jason Goes to Hell. We missed, like, I don't know about you, but Jason got dragged to hell. Jason didn't start in hell in this movie. That was a miss. Like, why would they not, like, sure, Freddy's in hell. Sure, he's in hell, but Jason wasn't a rotting corpse at the end of that. I understand it's not linking, but it's like a missed opportunity to have something really cool. Jason coming up out of the ground, looking like an actual monster, not this Frankenstein thing that we got. Like, it's just too much missed. And can't say it's, because it's New. No, New Line was right there when that movie was like, there was just, I like the idea that these two were in hell. And this one, it's Freddy's in hell and
See,
Jason's a rotting corpse that we all of a sudden get out of the ground.
I'll agree with you.
And he's afraid of
halfway.
water, which we could go along with that. But I also
Hold on.
I
Wait, pause that for a second. Pause that because
because
you got to let us fucking debate you on this because you can't
Yes.
just stronghold it. All right.
Let him
First of all, rotting corpse makes sense because first of all, why you're not going to take a physical body to hell? It's all souls, right? So it's his soul. That's why in the opening montage, Jason is in hell. That is his hell. It's his constant fucking hell of changing. That's why they edited that scene, because that was supposed to be normal fucking counselor. I'm sure Chad Daddy has that shit. But regardless, going back to that, like he was stuck in that like just personal, just regurgitating blah, 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 until Freddy came in, woke his soul up. His soul returned to his body. That's why we see all of a sudden his lungs, everything fucking like he's almost a golem in this. Like, and I mean, yes, dressed like a Frankenstein, but that's the way I look at it. Is like, no, man, like if you think about it in like the way he is and everything, like that's exactly what it is, man. He's just wandering the woods. He's almost like part of it. I don't know. I get if you don't dig the design, that's fine. But I would argue the fact of like how it works.
And you know,
I think it works fine, dude. Like,
I've never thought of it that way. Because that was always one of my biggest arguments. Also, is we see him get dragged to hell, but that makes sense. Your body doesn't go to hell.
No, it's your
soul,
man.
Right?
So whatever soul was in Jason,
which was that little fucking like me, that came out.
That was in hell, but his body only went so far under the ground.
So, but then how far down did his body go? And all of a sudden now we just get that.
Well, I mean, dirt deteriorates and shit. Weather, rain, runoff.
Yeah, but what's the timeline? No, what's the timeline?
Technically,
this is 2003, and what's Freddy versus Jason? That's like what? Or I'm sorry, what's part 9? Isn't that like 97 technically? Doesn't it jump ahead of time? It's not when it actually releases. Right. So it's way more closer in your gap to 2003 than what you realize it is.
I can look real quick.
So I'm pretty sure it's like 97 to 99, which even if so, you're talking a 6 to 4 year gap. That's not fucking much to where like he would be that sunk into the ground.
No, I'm sorry. I don't like, that's not because you said, I just don't like that because I'm like, we saw him physically go down. Physically.
Oh, you just saw his mask.
No, the body went down.
Well,
the mask was left there.
You saw the hands pull him down.
And then you saw Freddy's hands come up and take the mask.
Yeah, but that to me was all more like representative. It would still be your soul.
Then in that case, Bobby, in that case, you should have a problem with Freddy being in hell, because how did he physically come out of the ground from hell?
I never said I didn't. Because you know, even then, still that doesn't make sense. But in terms of Jason, then he's sitting up over here, and if he is in hell, you know, so again, there's a lot of contradictory to that too. Like
you're overthinking.
There's too much.
I was gonna say thank you, Chad Daddy, because I think like for this.
Listen, we've had some overthinking moments in a lot of movies here. So
no, I get it, but this is also
you're talking about two supernatural. You're talking about a movie about two supernatural killers going after each other.
Right.
You got to suspend disbelief somewhere.
But not only that, but it's a literal Royal Rumble fucking movie, right? Like this isn't like, yes, this movie has a plot, but this is like a kaiju movie, man. You're not there for the fucking plot. You're there for the fucking fights and the kills. And that's all you're really fucking there for. And then some titties on the fucking side, and then you're good to go. Like
perfect
that's
example.
Literally.
Did you give a shit?
Movie, man. This is a popcorn fucking movie.
Did you give a shit about the plot of Godzilla versus Kong, or did you just want to see them fucking fight?
No, dude. That was just
want to see a fucking fight.
Right. That was just a monkey throwing a motherfucking monkey into another monkey. Like,
yes, that was a fantastic scene, by the way.
Yeah, it was. It was awesome. No, listen. I agree that this did not necessarily hit the horror that I personally wanted it to. But then again, if you look at the later of any of either of those series, they're not really fucking there, man. Dude, like,
that's to me, this was that missed opportunity. And I'm like,
where I don't know, like, I liked how they kind of drew Freddy, especially with the flashbacks. It was more just 1, 2, and 3 Freddy. Like, they were just like, fuck 4 and 5 and 6.
Pretty much.
I don't know, man. Once again, this is a popcorn movie. It's just one of those stupid where you're like, these characters are all dumb. I don't fucking give a shit. You might like 1 or 2.
Oh, yeah.
You know what I mean?
About one. The rest of them I cared less about.
I want to backpedal a little bit to what Bobby said about Jason's fear of water and how bullshit
that is.
Because what you need to consider there is Jason normally afraid of water? No. He's been underwater plenty of time. But he's in Freddy's realm. He's in the dream world. Okay, when you're in the dream world, you're not thinking straight. Freddy has power there. Freddy takes that little tiny bit of fear of water that would be in him and amplifies it. He is a fear demon. That's what he does.
I mean, okay, I agree with that. I do feel like it probably could have been implemented maybe a scotch better. Like, I feel like the amount of water that stopped him initially, like, it was kind of cool that him and Freddy saw Freddy through it, but I felt like maybe it should have been like more.
What they should have done is they should have done a scene where he sees something different than what we're actually seeing. Something that actually made him stop.
Now, what would be cool is if the floor dropped out and there was this big, huge whirlpool underneath him.
That would be a believable, like, okay, I get what you're trying to do.
I kind of like where Scoob was going with that too, because if that wall made him feel like he was instantly back in the lake, like it was just like solid wall. You know what? Yeah. I'm not saying it was implemented the best, but I still understand the mechanic of what they were going by. Like, it was just like, okay, like I didn't love it. I'll agree with Bob on that. I know Bob might have hated it. I didn't, but it was okay.
I hate it because at the same time, like, I get it. You're trying to implement some sort of emotion, but after like the third or fourth movie, I feel like for him that emotion has to somewhere be gone to some degree, because I felt like that. I'm like, this is a monster at this point.
But he's not. He's a child. He's
Mama Voorhees' baby boy.
That's why we got him still in child form, because in his head, he's still that little kid.
Yeah.
So, like,
he might have had a touch of the tism.
Maybe, but I still think it was fucking stupid, and I stand.
That's fair. Hey, that's fire, man. You know what? There's a lot of things that I poo-pooed all over part 8, and I will still stand on that, because I still think that is way worse of a fucking movie.
And the other,
go ahead.
One more quick thing. The only
you're fine.
The only thing I still don't understand is the jump from Crystal Lake, and he got to fucking Elm Street, and how short a time.
I will give you because even in theaters, I was trying to like logistically think about this. I'm like, wait a minute, Crystal Lake's supposed to be in Jersey. I'm like,
yeah,
where is Freddy? Is this supposed to be like Ohio or something?
Ohio. So you're looking at least a 7-hour drive.
Yeah,
right.
Springwood, Ohio.
Well, Jason can phase.
No, but I'm saying like just them driving and sedating.
I see. I knew what they were
driving
back.
No. I don't care about Jason's long ass journey. That's fine, right? Like Jason could, that. It's just how fast they got there. They wouldn't have done that within that same night.
No,
you know what I mean? Like that's, you know what, Bob? I will 100% give you that. But at the same time, this is just more like, you know what, dude? Who cares? Like it's just like,
in this universe, just take the town away.
Well, I was gonna say maybe it's just every town has an Elm Street.
Yeah,
maybe it's just
with
and
the
the
same
next
house,
over,
I guess.
The other town on the other side of Crystal Lake is Haddonfield, and Derry's down the street.
Yeah, man. It's just like Metropolis and Gotham, bro. They're just like always jumping. Right
dude, that always pissed me off how they changed that for like the fucking shows and the movies where they're like
Gotham was Chicago.
Yeah,
I mean it was always supposed to be. I thought.
Yeah, basically.
Yeah.
And for me, there was a lot of opportunities. So, but that's where I'll leave it.
No, you're good. What were you saying? Metropolis was
Kansas.
No, that's Smallville.
I thought Metropolis was supposed to be in New York.
Metropolis is supposed to be New York.
Yeah.
I always thought Gotham was like Jersey.
No, Gotham's Chicago, bro. It's all dirty and gross.
Chicago.
That seems more like it.
Chicago.
If anybody listens from Chicago, I'm sorry.
Chicago. Hey, you know what they eat in Chicago? Ricotta.
Ricotta.
Oh my God.
So I'm gonna say it, man. Like, you know, a couple of the characters. I shouldn't say I hate the characters. I don't hate the characters. Like they all pull their roles, what they need to do. It's
what's the conversion rate of time between a 7-hour drive to a lurking stalker meander?
You know what?
Judging by how slow he walks, that was probably at least a week.
I was gonna say we need to watch what's that newer movie? In a Violent Nature.
Oh yeah.
Just paste that shit. I need to watch that, dude. Still. I've heard really good things.
I think it's available digitally now. If not,
it will be, and then physical's coming soon too.
Yeah, I want to get that physical. I heard it's a very like ambiatic movie, dude. Like you want to
Mhm.
have your good headphones on for it for sure.
My cousin said that they made an hour and a half feel like 3 hours.
Yeah, but did he like it or no?
No.
Okay, because maybe he just didn't. Because I hear 50-50 on it, but
Same.
I don't want to spoil for anything because I kind of spoiled it for myself a little bit. But
I enjoyed
exactly
it.
how
How
many
How many-
mamas? That's a lot, dude. He's just listening to that on fucking.
He's got it on a Spotify playlist.
What you
Fucking
didn't
right,
see, what you didn't see is he hitchhiked. He hitchhiked to fucking Springwood.
Right? Absolutely.
He hit the boxcars. He stowed away in a train.
But no, man, like I said, all the characters pull their purpose. I don't know, man. Like I just enjoy this movie. I feel like you get a decent combination of both characters to where you're like, all right, it scratches the itch. And then you get some cool fucking fight scenes with a lot of fucking blood spurting everywhere. So
You know, I feel that Freddy. This is more a Freddy movie than it is.
Oh,
a
100%.
Jason
I was
movie.
Oh, it is.
just going
Oh,
to say that as
yes.
soon as I got a second.
Yeah.
I was going to say
he's
this
the
is a
opening
Freddy movie,
monologue.
not a
Of course
Jason.
it is.
Yeah,
It's gotta be.
This is a
It would be
Freddy
Jason's.
movie
Jason just looking at the screen.
manipulating Jason. That's what this is. And Freddy gets way more screen time than Jason does,
Oh yes, not even.
Which
a
is
question.
fine because
which is fine because I mean Freddy's the
He's-
vocal one. You know
right,
what I
he's
mean?
more of a versatile character and needs that screen time
And
because it's
I
his,
And I would say
It's a
this is
movie.
one of the best Nightmare on Elm Street movies because that's pretty much what we're getting.
Yeah, and I love the look of Freddy in this. I love when they're doing the monologue at the beginning and you see his eyes. They're that blue with the red line. I mean, you can totally tell they're
Yeah,
fucking
that
contact,
was.
I don't
But
care.
it-
I still like him.
but it looked cool as shit.
Then he had
and
the
then
fucking
when-
fangs, bro.
Yeah. Like I mean, he looked really fucking cool.
And demon mode. We got a couple
And
different, like,
demon mode. Yeah, we got a
Yeah,
couple
we
different
did.
Freddys in this, but I think this movie was hyped fucking awesome too. I remember they had what's his name? Fucking
Soundtrack says what?
Michael Buffer. Or
Oh,
was
yeah,
it
they
Michael
did
Buffer
they
or
did a
Bruce
weigh-in.
Buffer?
Yeah, they did a weigh-in at
Mhm.
Vegas.
Oh yeah,
Yeah, in
that's
Vegas
right.
at fucking Caesars. Like they did some crazy PR for this fucking movie to hype it up
It did.
because this is what fans wanted. Granted, it wasn't the best. They could have done better, but I enjoyed the fuck out of this movie so much. I can put this movie on. Like I said, I can quote this movie fucking word for word from the time it
100%.
starts to the time it ends. Even when Laurie's being a fucking annoying cunt in the fucking end. I don't even want to fucking mimic her voice. It fucking annoys me at the end when
No.
yeah,
Yeah.
Freddy
It's gotta
killed
be-
my mother.
It's got to be a little gristly. a
Yeah,
little,
and it's like, oh my
screamy.
god, it gets very soap opera ish, but a
It's
lot
the music
of,
too.
yeah, it
Mhm.
gets very soap opera ish right there when it should have been like, let's get the fuck out of here, let them do what they're gonna fucking do, cool, whatever. But the whole movie, the buildup, the characters that we get when they die, you're like, oh shit, you know, because I liked everybody in this movie. There was not a main character that I wanted to die. I liked everybody, even fucking Dollar Store Jay. Like, I liked him.
Bro, he is
Great
definitely
value, Jay.
Definitely.
He
Great
is.
value
Yes.
Jay, yeah. Like, I mean, but it was awesome because I'm like, fuck yeah.
and great value Jack Black as well.
Yeah, great value Jack Black. Yep. But I mean, everybody in this movie served their purpose in the movie. Even when the friend fucking doesn't, he falls asleep and that
Mark.
whole scene in the bathroom with his brother, like that's fucked up. Like that's Freddy being OG Freddy. That's Freddy.
Yeah, I
not-
feel like we definitely got to return to form with this one.
Yeah.
more than we
Yeah,
did in the last
definitely.
few.
you know, because we got so accustomed to him killing them in these campy ways and doing these goofy shit. This was a fucked up way to fuck with somebody by showing them their brother that committed suicide. Like,
With still
that
a
was
pun.
fucked up. Yeah,
Freddy's back.
yeah,
Mhm.
yeah. And it's like that totally could have been a fucking Nightmare on Elm Street logo. It totally reminds me
Oh,
of like
yeah.
Freddy's dead, how it's written, but it's like Freddy's back on his back with the fucking blisters
I
and
think
shit.
that was really good.
It is compared to the last especially 6. And I mean, New Nightmare was just different, right? Like we all liked New Nightmare, but
Did you guys see what Gene just said over in the side?
what he said?
Best part is when Lori dies in Dawson's Creek.
Yeah,
Are they canon? Are they canon? They're connected. Like,
I don't believe so, but she did fall into the creek and drown. That's how they killed her off on the show.
Jason,
Jason, bro, he came back.
Maybe, maybe,
Hey, dude.
maybe.
All right. No, Scuba hit the nail on the head with all the characters. They do serve their purpose, man. Like,
I got this bitch.
We meet our new recruit cop that ends up helping out our Scooby-Doo gang with his sweet frosted tips from 2003.
Yeah, buddy.
That is a time. That's what I'm saying, man. This movie's comfy to me too. Like, so that's like the nostalgic to me. It's like I miss that era, bro.
His hair hasn't
I was
changed
already a
very much
dad.
either.
I was already a dad at this point for 2 years. Damien was 2 years old when this came out, but it still hits that nostalgia feeling for me where it's like, damn, like that was so long ago and it doesn't even feel like it was. And like, I told you boys before, when the soundtrack came out, they had 2 versions. They had the Freddy cover and the Jason cover. Me and my best friend went to go pick it up, and unknowingly, he bought the Freddy cover because he was obsessed with Freddy. I was obsessed with Jason, and I would always be like, "Mine sounds better." They're the same fucking soundtrack, but I was like, "Mine sounds better."
It's the blue. The blue
makes it sound
louder.
Better. But I mean, even the soundtrack, man, the music that they picked for this movie, for the soundtrack, was unlike any other Nightmare movie or Friday the 13th that we've ever gotten. They made it fucking metal.
And you know what sucks? You know what sucks? Is we didn't really get anything else like that after the fact.
No.
I'm like, no, man, we need more horror movies with this kind of metal going on. I mean, 2000s had it a little bit, but you know what I mean? Like, a lot of them just overplayed fucking Bodies by Drowning Pool. And it was just like, all right, come on, man. We got more than this.
Which could have been a good choice for the fucking fight scene when he's whooping Freddy's ass at the beginning.
Well, that was
they already used that in the
advertisement.
Yeah, it was used for the advertising.
Did they use it for this? I know they used it for Jason X.
Oh, maybe that's what I'm thinking of.
Probably.
Maybe it was Jason X.
Because that was in the Jason X trailer.
Okay, yes.
It would have made more sense in this one.
Especially
I'm thinking that maybe like for the TV, maybe the TV ads they might have used it.
I feel like they used them for both, and they
might have
like, whatever it is. But no, man. Once again, this is just a popcorn fucking movie. But they have a lot of nods to the old stuff, man. It brings it all back. We go to Western Hills, we get Hypnosil again, we get more actually kind of into that a little bit, which is cool.
And I like that we get to see the side effects of the Hypnosil. What happens if you're given too much of the drug? Because they very, very loosely talk about it in Dream Warriors, because we don't know what the side effects are. We don't know this. And then all these years later, we finally get to see what the side effects were. It's new metal, Gene.
Yes.
Yeah,
but
I would say it's new metal. And you.
The comas, that's a lot of patients in a coma for one drug.
See, and I really wish they wouldn't have taken out the scene. I don't know if you boys watched the YouTube
deleted
clip
scenes.
Yeah.
There's a deleted scene where Mark and Will are still in the hospital and somebody ODs on the Hypnosil and they're just sitting there foaming at the mouth. And the caretaker guy was like, he's in a coma or he's comatose or some shit. And the dude's just sitting there fucking foaming at the fucking mouth. And it's one of the bodies that we see later on. Yeah.
Ah, nice.
Yeah. That was a good scene. I wish that was in. Yes.
So what I was confused by, I still don't I don't hate the scene or anything. It was just like, wait, what are we doing here? Is Freddy strong enough to just affect you when you're stoned? Because how did that work for fucking Freeberg, man?
Mushroom.
Did he actually pass out?
He probably got so fucking high that he passed out, and Freddy was able to take over his body. Because
I just wish we saw one little snippet of
him falling asleep.
Yeah, him sleeping against so we knew, because I'm just he was awake the whole time, and then Freddy possessed him when he went.
I mean, it's kind of like what happened with Spencer and Freddy's Dead too.
Yeah.
He was stoned off his rocker.
And then he saw Freddy on the TV.
Yeah.
But he fell asleep though. He did fall asleep.
Well, that's what I'm saying. He probably got so high that he fucking fell asleep.
I mean, it happens. Sometimes it does.
True. But I do agree with John. There should have been that little snippet of just like you see his eyes close and then we come back later.
I mean, and I fucking absolutely love that fucking scene, man.
No, I know. It's hilarious and it's great, dude.
It's such a stupid fucking scene. But just him standing there.
Man.
Yeah, not even the smoking scene. I'm talking about the scene where they're all running away and Freddy's already possessed him. And he's standing there with the syringes behind his back. And instead of running, they're like, look. Like, bitch, get the fuck out of there. What do you mean? Look, you know he's gonna die. He ain't gonna do shit. And the way Freddy just fucking chops him in half.
You mean Jason?
Jason fucking.
You're good.
And then when Jason fucking chops him, you hear Freddy go, oh.
I don't know, man. Yeah. It's just a fun movie to me,
it's
man.
Fun. You can't overanalyze something like this because this is not one of those.
This is not cinema.
This is not
fully
cinema.
100% say this.
It's
this is summer. This is summer blockbuster. Put asses in seats as a rated R movie,
and it did. It did. I want to say I saw it 3 or 4 times in theaters, and every time I went, it was.
I saw it twice, and then I remember like when Walmart dropped it, dude. I was there like midnight that night.
And it had that shiny
shit,
fucking.
I still have it, man.
Yeah,
that's literally not to jump ahead. That's literally what I watched for fucking this. You know why? Because that also takes me to a time when DVD menus were fucking awesome.
Mm-hmm.
Like just DVDs themselves were cool. The cases, all the shit they gave you. Even the fact that it had full screen and widescreen and it gives you that option. Like you're always going to choose widescreen, right? Even on a fucking shit.
Oh, yeah. That's not even a question.
But the fact that like it gives you the option, I don't know. It's just cool, man. I enjoy it.
See, I used the Blu-ray from the 13th box set, and it doesn't give you it doesn't take you to many. It just jumps straight into the movie.
Wait, God damn it! I forgot that movie was in the fucking box set.
You forgot you had it, yeah.
I fucking forgot it was in the box set.
How do you forget that?
Jesus Christ!
Wow,
I'm an idiot.
Would you watch?
Fucking idiot.
Well, we'll talk about that.
I primed it.
No!
What the fuck?
I had to. I wasn't home, so I had to prime.
God damn it!
That's fucking.
That's
hilarious.
fair.
Oh my god!
Bob had a safe case. He
I
was.
hope I was not watching.
I wasn't home.
Spending $4 for not
I spent
needing to.
$4 and I didn't need to. Son of a bitch.
Now you got after the show, you got to go be like, "Hey, honey, check this out." Whoop, I had it the whole time.
Because I couldn't find my DVD. I'm like, fuck, I don't know where my DVD is. I was like, I know I have it, but I don't know where the fuck it is. I'll just rent it.
Oh, that's fucking funny as shit, dude.
All right, so I mean, Bob, you got some solid points, and I'm glad you had them, man, because it's good to hear that a little bit of difference on this, dude. We don't all be fucking chub rubbing it.
I know I said it. I said no. I do not hate the movie.
No. But I'm saying, like, you brought up some fair. You brought up your argument.
There are liberties that were taken. I get it. It's going to happen. Maybe it's also me now as the younger one, but I'm older now, where I'm also at the point in my life where, like, if it's not scaring the fucking shit out of me and it's not gross, and I will go back and watch this, I'm like, God, this could have been so much more, and this all that. Okay, but that's me.
So you told us your critical view of it. What did little Bobby think of it when he first saw it?
I thought it was great. Of course, I thought it was great. Come on, I was 10. There were boobs.
Bob was probably
there
like,
were boobs,
yeah,
blood, and everything. I could care less.
Yeah, boobs right at the beginning too. Like,
yeah, but for me, as I got more into Friday the 13th and everything, I got analytical. But at the same time, when I heard some of the early scripts, some of it wasn't good, but then some of them it was like, that's
dude, some of it was really fucking out there.
But some of the dark shit that was there, I'm like, who said that wasn't good to put in? Who said? New Line and somebody who didn't suck their dick at the time. Sorry, but it's like, come on, that would have worked.
Gene, this is Fast and Furious part whatever.
Basically, but I don't go too far in depth as far as the unmade scripts and the behind the scenes, because there's just
Too much.
So much. There's
All
too
right.
much.
No,
Like
I-
there's
I-
there's literally a book about just the unmade movies.
Yeah,
Jesus.
I dove into some of the scripts as I was like, that would have worked. That would have been beautiful. That would have horrified people. So that,
Dude, they
but
had
that-
this one really.
but that's me.
They had this one really stupid fucking idea where it was these two there's two people that they're in an asylum, and they're locked in the asylum because they're so terrified of Freddy and Jason coming after them, right? And so Freddy and Jason come up and they kill everybody in the asylum, right? And it turns out that Freddy and Jason were never there. It was these two guys just imagining they were Freddy and Jason, and that's like a really stupid ass fucking idea.
That's
Oh,
dumb.
I would have been
That's-
pissed.
That
That's
would've-
dumb.
Oh,
I
that
would
would
have
have
been
pissed off.
fucking livid.
What's up, Sam? Welcome.
What's up?
So we're about an hour in. I'm gonna say we bring in.
Yeah, let's hand this over to Brody.
Yeah, I want to hear what
And,
Brody has to say.
Yeah. Well, we know he likes the soundtrack, so we at least got that.
Oh, the soundtrack is 10 out of 10. Not even a question.
Well, howdy fucking doody there, folks. It's your DKB here back for another episode of Gore, and this week I'm here to talk to you about Freddy versus Jason. I'm going to keep it short and fucking sweet this week because realistically, for a film that doesn't take itself too serious and it's just essentially a love letter to us horror fans, I mean, it is what it is. It knows what it is, and it doesn't try to be more than that. It's definitely a perfect combo of 80s and 90s cheese, which I personally fucking love. And some of the premise obviously has some fucking holes in it, like some goddamn Swiss cheese, as one would fucking say. But in saying that, for an example, Jason's scared of water. Why the fuck's he scared of water? He's been coming in and out of that motherfucker for the last how many goddamn fucking films. So yeah, I'm only really here with this film for the kick-ass fucking violence, the gore fiesta.
See?
These two iconic horror characters
Popcorn, baby.
taking each other on while slashing their way through society. Just seeing how that all plays out. I mean, we've been waiting for this for fucking how many goddamn years. And essentially we get it. And especially a kick-ass fucking soundtrack to kick it all off as well.
Yeah.
So, yeah. So the creativity that went into this film is definitely well noted throughout the visuals, especially. Probably not so much throughout the storytelling, but hey, it is what it is. But the biggest downfall for me personally throughout the storytelling, it definitely feels like a combination of 10 different films sort of mashed into one. The characters I don't really fucking care about. I'm just here for Freddy and Jason to see them and their creative kills. I do. Actually, I will say this. I really loved, it's probably one of my favourite scenes actually in the movie, and that is the cornfield scene. Seeing Jason on fire, becoming this killing machine, slashing the fuck out of mother lickers left, right, and goddamn centre. I even still think that shit holds up today. The cinematography in this film is definitely well directed, even from back then. Not so much the CGI. I think the CGI is absolute dog shit, but hey, it is what it is for that time and era. One other thing I really love about this film is the whole dynamic of Freddy sort of mind fucking psychologically Jason to the point where it motivates him to become this killing machine again. I love how it sort of comes full circle by the end of the movie. I had this really weird way of looking at this film. Seeing Freddy torment Jason and making him relive his childhood over and over again, it sort of made me hate him, but also love him at the same time because I just love Freddy so much. Got more of a personality.
Freddy is a full necrophiliac in this movie, man.
I had this really weird thing in my head where I was like, looking at it from like a superhero type movie where they both got their powers, but they both got their weaknesses. It was a really weird dynamic to look at it. But yeah, the psychological aspect to this movie I thought was really cool. It was done extremely well, worked well. So I really appreciated the final battle, practical effects extravaganza, a love letter to the 80s and 90s of horror, or just any movie in general. It was absolutely done fantastically in this film. I think if they had went CGI for it, I probably would have gouged my fucking eyes out, especially seeing that scene with Kelly Rowland and her nose getting taken off. That CGI pixelated garbage made me fucking sick to my stomach.
I still don't hate it.
But yeah,
It's a weird
because you can really appreciate
Love the line.
Into that and it was absolutely fucking fantastic to see it. It looked real, like it looked good for its time. It holds up today. So I'm glad we got that as well.
And the torpedo.
So just before I finish up, there's one thing I really hate about this fucking movie, and it was these really shaky, steady cam, fucking glitchy moments of the film. I don't know if that was the director or editor's choice, whatever it might have been. But it looked very fucking terrible. It took me out of the fucking movie. More noticeably before when Freddy runs at Jason for the first time and starts clawing into him. It just happens before that. And I was like, whoa, what the fuck are we doing here? Just have Freddy run at him at a normal pace or whatever. It'll just pop up somewhere. Don't have this stupid fucking filter where he's like shaking and glitching and then he like runs at him. It's jarring. It's shit. Garbage. I hated it. So all in all, won't bore you for much longer. But yeah, like I said, a combination of 80s and 90s cheese. Dumb fun. Two most iconic horror villains coming back to battle each other out and killing mother lickers along the way.
Fuck yeah.
And Gore Fiesta. You know, I'm going to have to sum it up to a Gore and Moore's score of fuck it, I'll give it a 4. Because it's a film you could put on anywhere at a party and people will just fucking enjoy it and laugh and be cheering and be like, fuck yeah, this is what I want in a horror movie. In a battle between the two most iconic of all fucking time. So, in saying that, this is your DKB signing out. I look forward to hearing what you guys have to say about the fucking film, and I shall catch you mother lickers next week. So cheers, gentlemen.
Cheers, sir.
Cheers.
Thank you, Brody. We haven't seen Brody hop in tonight. Maybe he must be a busy man.
They might be.
I want Brody to give the eulogy at my funeral.
Right? Ron's all about it, dude.
Like just on screen. Just on screen too. Like,
can I get him to be the minister at my wedding?
Just get him to like pre-record that shit right now. I'll be like, so you have it.
And give me a score too. I want a score.
I'll give this man 5 out of 5.
So Brody started with a 4, and honestly, I think he's got a good starting pace right there.
Right on.
So we'll see where we end up by the end of this shit. Chad Daddy, I'm gonna throw it over to you because I'm gonna let you do that first. But I'm gonna throw it over to you, and obviously you're gonna have to pick and choose because I know there's a lot.
Dude, I got 5 pages, and that was even being selective of what I'm going and we don't have the time to go through all 5 pages.
Spread them cheeks, Chad Daddy.
I want to get my magazine.
According to Robert Englund, the Freddy makeup was so thick that he could not tell how hot it was from the fires during filming. When he got in to have his makeup removed, it had bonded itself to his face.
God,
damn. I mean, if you do look, yeah, you could tell it.
You can tell it's on
there. It's on
thick.
Thick.
It looked good though.
Yeah, it looked amazing.
James Wan was originally going to direct this film, but was already committed to directing Saw and too busy with other film projects.
Wow, what would a James Wan version of this been?
Wait,
didn't he do the Hulk?
No, that's Ang Lee.
That was Ang Lee? Okay. Sorry. No, what else did he do? Because he did Saw.
He did The Conjuring, Saw.
No, what was that fucking doll movie? The Dummies. No. Yes, but no.
Be specific, John.
I said the Dummies.
Annabelle?
No, the
Dead Silence.
Dead Silence. There you go.
Oh yeah. I did not like that movie.
No, but that's what I'm saying. Like he came out with like that and like Saw somehow at like the same time. And it's like
he did Dead Silence and Megan.
I have yet to watch Megan.
Megan was good.
I like Megan very much.
It was fun.
You got to watch the unrated cut though.
Yes.
All right.
Continue.
Back to you, Chad.
This was the first Freddy movie not filmed in the United States, and the filmmakers had to search for a new house that would resemble the famous Freddy Krueger Elm Street house from the first 7 films.
Ooh.
You know what, man? I like the scene even when we first get was it Monica Keena there? What's her Lori. When she first gets to introduce the Freddy, man, because in the last couple of Freddy iterations, we never got the whole like song and everything like that. No. And I just liked how the house looked. The house looked like a Halloween house because it had like the graveyard in front. And I'm like, man, that's how I want my house to look at like at Halloween.
That's how
dope. Hell yeah, Bob. I hope you do that.
Oh, yeah, I'm gonna.
Chad Daddy, back to you, buddy.
The biggest problem that occurred on set was a fight between director Ronnie Yu and Catherine Isabel, who signed on to the film on the promise that she would not have to do nude scenes, as she has a strict no nudity clause in her contract. During the shoot, Yu went back on this promise and repeatedly tried to pressure her to get naked. That's why they eventually used a body double.
It was her.
It was her.
It was
Headcanon, it was her.
I remember the first time I learned that. I'm pretty sure Gallo told me, and I was just like, "Bro, why do you got to do that to my life, man? Like, just leave it be."
Like which one of you ruined the whole Return of the Living Dead 3? Yeah, thanks for that.
Yeah, thanks.
I regret nothing. It was ruined for me, so I had to.
Was that another Quigley poppin'? Or no?
A what?
So.
Didn't because doesn't Lynette doesn't she like do a bunch of like boob shots for body double wise?
No, that was they used a rubber. It was a rubber.
Oh
yeah.
Never mind. That's right. Yeah. Anyways, back to Chad.
While several journalists and television hosts have tried to embarrass Kelly Rowland over her role in this film, she's always responded by saying the film was a hit and she enjoyed making it and therefore has nothing to be ashamed about.
Why would she be ashamed of it?
You know how people are.
Yeah, people are.
Although I can say though, I don't know her from anything else other than this. Anybody else?
And Destiny's Child.
Destiny's Child.
Yeah.
That's There you go.
And she was in that one music video where she was texting the motherfucker on like
Lemma, Nelly.
Yeah, but she wasn't texting him on like the text message thing. She was texting him on like what the fuck was it, dude?
Oh, it was god damn it.
It's like where you make
Word?
Like, it was like where you make like charts and shit. Like
Excel.
Yeah.
Excel.
Oh God. Yes.
And it was just like, yeah, no wonder like you're getting mad at him. He's not getting your fucking messaging. Yeah, Ron's got it, dude. Yep. What up, Ron?
Okay, so the lake at Camp Crystal Lake was also being used to film.
Chad Eddie, Tappy. There you go.
There we go.
Okay. The lake at Camp Crystal Lake was also being used to film the final scenes for X2 X-Men United at the same time this movie was being filmed. The two film casts even stayed at the same hotel. Bryan Singer got to appear on set during Jason's first kill to see Jason's costume and commented they got the makeup right.
No, they didn't. No, they fucked it up, bastards.
Well,
sorry, they didn't get it right. They didn't get it right. Sorry.
He thinks they got his suits right in his movie, and
True.
They didn't.
Sorry. Plain black ain't exactly right, but go on.
Following its release, Monica Keena and Catherine Isabel had rather choice words about the film, with Keena in particular saying she thought the screenplay was terrible and she only really signed on for the money and to raise her profile. Isabel's problems were mostly due to the fact she didn't get along with the director, blah, 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 because of the whole nudity thing.
Damn.
I mean, it didn't really work in Monica's favor.
Not really, no.
You know whose fault that is? You know who ruined
Furlong.
Fuck you, Furlong.
My nemesis.
It is.
Our nemesis, Chad.
My
God,
nemesis.
I wish I was there for this. I really
Chad was my nemesis that day.
I would have been standing
no,
next
man,
to
you
John.
were the photo bomber, bro.
You photobombed my picture, you ass.
I would have been standing next to John going, you got any popcorn?
But Chad, Daddy, think of the memories we made.
Dude,
think of the memories we made.
Every time I look at that picture, I die laughing, though, because the fucking look on your face.
Oh, fuck.
Continue on.
Robert Englund was excited at the casting of Catherine Isabel as Gibb, as he was a big fan of her cult film Ginger Snaps, a Canadian werewolf film.
I gotta get that film on DVD.
Mm-mm.
I gotta get that.
I haven't seen that in years.
A long time.
I've actually never watched it.
I'm with Bob. I've never seen it as well.
It's all right.
Yeah.
It treats lycanthropy as almost like a STD.
Yeah.
Oh, cool.
And her turning into a werewolf in a full moon is a metaphor for menstrual cycle.
All right.
It's different.
I feel like is there another movie that's treated where there's something treated like an STD that jumps. It Follows, right? No.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I never watched it. I just remember like reading the synopsis of it. Anyways, back to you, Chad Daddy.
The scene which featured Jason's bed kill was originally rejected by New Line Cinema studio executives, but the screenwriters fought hard for filming it. They acted it out on the floor to convince Ronnie Yu. After he liked the idea, this scene was filmed, and it turned out to be the biggest reaction of the audience during the test screening.
You know, I'm going to say this right now, just before you continue on. You know, the big problem I actually have with this movie is the director himself. Continue
Fair
on.
enough. Ron, if you got a suggestion, man, just throw it on out there. It might be something we've even covered already, or possibly we got on the list.
Absolutely.
Chad Daddy, back to you, buddy.
Okay, so Kane Hodder was disappointed and angry with the decision to be omitted from the movie, but he holds no grudge against Ken Kurdzinger. Sorry, I'm getting a little tongue-tied. Who worked with him on the 8th film as a stunt double. Hodder later pointed out he still managed to make a brief appearance in this movie in the asylum sequence. A screen is showing Leatherface, the Texas Chainsaw Massacre 3, and that is Hodder playing Leatherface in that scene, as he was a stunt double on that movie.
That was the pit scene, too.
So technically he was in this.
Oh, nice.
And that's a rabbit hole you could go down, but I think everybody knows at this point.
All right. Chad
Rob Zombie was offered to direct, but turned it down to work on his pet project, House of a Thousand Corpses.
I like House, so I'm happy.
Yeah, he made the right choice.
He did. No, he certainly did.
Oh, it's actually from 1955. You know, we've never done a movie that old yet.
I think I've heard of that movie.
I'm pretty sure. Night of the Living Dead was 60s, right?
We did The Haunting.
Yeah.
Ooh.
And House on Haunted Hill.
Oh,
That's 1950.
Yeah.
Did we do House on Haunted Hill? Oh,
Yeah, I just looked up at my poster.
Holy fuck.
Yeah.
Oh, I forgot. All right, maybe. All right, you know what? I'm a liar. Yeah, that was 1959.
Okay, so 55 might be the oldest one then.
What was the other one you said?
The Haunting was 60s. Yeah.
Was it?
Continue.
During test and advanced screenings, the ending was not added to the film. Instead, the following text appeared on August 15th, 2003. See the final 60 seconds and see who has survived and what is left of them. It's a direct reference to the tagline of the original Texas Chainsaw, which is, who will survive and what will be left of them.
Yeah. All right.
The film uses plenty of flashback footage from the previous Nightmare films, but none from the Friday the 13th films. This is because New Line Cinema obtained the legal rights to Jason Voorhees' character to make sequels, but not to footage from the previous films, which remained with Paramount Pictures.
Damn. Tap, tap.
I don't know why it does that every once in a while. I'll just give you a good muffle.
I don't know. Maybe the cord's finally giving out.
Gives you that muff. Anyways.
Yeah, that kind of sucks though that they weren't able to use any of the previous Jason stuff. But I guess it's kind of okay that they didn't, because I feel like,
which one would you use?
Well, that's just it. The look of this Jason is so different compared to
any other ones.
Any of the other ones, you know. Even part 8 is, if you were to line them up, I mean, part 8 fits in suit with the other version more than this one does.
Yeah. Well, and the weird part about it is, though, again, like New Line had 2 Jason movies they could have. Why not use a little of that part 9? I think it would have really gave it that more grittiness.
Because he looks nothing like that Jason.
Well, that's what I mean. I wish they would have used it.
I don't know. Either way, like I said, I don't hate it, but obviously I cosplay as it, so I'm biased.
Yeah.
That's fair.
Shit.
I still love that picture of versus Jason standing.
Oh, where I'm just fucking. Listen, dude, I didn't know what was going on. I thought we were watching the stage. I didn't know I walked myself into a fucking lineup.
That picture just laughed. I laughed the first time I saw it.
It was a good time. What else you got, homie?
When the original script proved to be too long, the characters Tommy Jarvis and a girl named Jenny were eliminated. Of course, Jarvis is one of Jason's few surviving victims and was to be played by Jason Bateman, with Jenny, a new character, played by Catherine Isabel. The producers felt Isabel had the makings of a scream queen with a horror-loaded resume, so her part was then switched with Lauren Lee Smith. So Catherine Isabel became Gib, and Lauren Lee Smith became Jenny, who unfortunately was written out of the script when she was actually merged with Gibbs's character.
Damn. That's some rewriting.
Jason Bateman.
Yeah, right.
Tommy
That's
Jarvis.
Yeah,
That's weird.
That's very weird. Happy that one didn't happen. Anyway.
So one of the unmade movies was written in '94 by Brannon Braga and Ronald D. Moore. Jason and his Friday the 13th movies are based on a real-life Jason who is neither a zombie or deformed. This Jason has been captured and restrained by authorities and would spend much of the film on trial for his countless murders based on the O.J. Simpson trials. His defense lawyer would have been the lead character. Eventually, Freddy Krueger manages to enter the real world through Jason's chest, somewhat similar to Elm Street 2. Near the climax, Freddy starts a killing spree in a shopping mall, which is then set on fire. Its theater plays a new Jason movie titled Jason 2010, which featured a cardboard cutout of a cybernetic Jason in a metal hockey mask. Through Freddy's powers, it comes to life, leading to a fight between Freddy and Jason. Remember, this was written a long time. This was written before they even did Jason X.
Oh.
Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah.
Well, that's kind of... But
Kaka.
that just sounds like... Thank you. Wow. You literally took the words out of my fucking mouth.
I read that.
I literally was like...
I read that script. It was caca.
I was literally like,
stupid.
Chad, that is just straight up caca.
That's
Wow.
Kaka.
That's
That is
weird.
Kaka
It's
to the max.
Crazy that you said that.
Seriously.
But it is. Oh, that was
Oh.
fucking... That was absolute shit. Wow.
Get that
Glad we
taste out of
didn't
my
get
mouth.
that. Yeah, right?
Yeah,
What
get-
else
get-
we
go,
got,
go.
Chad?
Yeah, give us something else because that was
So
Kaka.
Jason Ritter's father, John Ritter, was in Bride of Chucky, which was also directed by Ronnie Yu as Chief
What?
Warren Kincaid.
Yeah.
He passed away the year this movie came out.
John Ritter.
Yeah.
You know what, man? I used to watch that show he was on at the time he passed too. What the fuck was it?
My wife and kid, or no,
8 Simple Rules, right?
Eight Simple Rules, yeah.
Yeah. That was one of the saddest episodes after the
Dude,
fact,
when they came back, wow,
Ooh.
it was wow.
Yeah, man. Like they were legit all crying. Like it was not acting at that point. You're like, all right, I don't know if I want to watch this episode. But sorry, Chad Daddy, back to you. Positive.
In addition to Freddy and Jason sharing the same universe here, they both also appear as extra DLC characters in the Mortal Kombat games,
Fuck yeah,
although they
do.
do not appear in the same game. Freddy
Fuck
was an
they don't.
MK9 and Jason was an MKX, along with other horror legends like Leatherface and Predator.
Yeah. Bro, I'm excited. I'm excited for T1000, man, and the new one. I'll be getting that pack for sure.
Who else is in that? Conan.
Conan and Ghostface,
Oh yeah.
which
I hope Ghostface has the flamethrower.
That'd be
okay, you know what? I never thought about that. If we were going stab style Ghostface and not actual screen style Ghostface, then fuck yeah, bro.
You'd
Give me
almost
that
have
shit.
to. You just go. It's Mortal Kombat. You got to
Because
go.
what is he gonna
over
do,
the
man?
top.
Yeah, but I'm trying to think like he's got a knife, right? Like he's just stabbing. Smoke
it,
already does
yeah.
that, dude, right? But
Yes,
Smoke's
does-
got cool powers, so it's like what
Use the
fuck
flame.
is
Use the flamethrower for his fatality.
Or Ghostface is gonna have some shit like previous Johnny Cages did, where he pulled in the stunt double, so it'll be like a secondary Ghostface, like hitting you from behind or some bullshit, like Noob Sabat style or something. That's what
That would make sense because in all the movies except for one, there was 2 killers at least.
right. So that's what I'm going with.
That
All
part
right.
3 sucks anyways.
Yes.
Shad Daddy, anything else?
Terrible. Let's see. All of the actors who played Jason, from shortest to tallest, are Warrington Gillette, 6'1", Steve Dash, 6'2", Kane Hodder, 6'2", C.J. Graham, 6'3", Richard Booker, 6'3", Ted White, 6'4", Ken Kersinger, 6'5", and Derek Mears, also 6'5".
God damn. And you know what's crazy? Is Sir Lancelot stands above them all.
Cleese.
Yes.
He
Cleese
does.
is like 6'8", bro. It was
Yeah, he's
stupid.
that's a tall man.
Like,
Holy shit!
like Bob kind of makes me feel a little small, and he made Bob feel small. It was just like,
Oh shit.
Yeah, he
Yeah.
walked by and I'm like, that's John Cleese.
dude, like him and Tyler Maine could be like father-son duo in a fucking like amazing comedy. It would be great. Anyways, anything else, Jetty? Oh, what do you
Hey Google,
Uh-oh.
how tall is John Cleese?
Pretty sure he's 6'8".
That says 6'5" tall. That can't be right.
No way, dude.
No, he was way taller than that.
It was me,
Okay.
Bob, and my brother-in-law, who's also 6'5", and he was over them. So I
Yeah,
mean, maybe he's
we're all-
rocking lifts
all-
too.
Maybe
but
all
he
you s-
had lifts.
maybe he
all,
did.
all you see are these three tall men just go.
Yeah, you're like, God damn.
Okay, so this part, I don't know how true this is. It just sounds like it could be made up, but it could be true too. So,
This
in
is a game-
1990,
this is the new game for Gormore. Is it false or is it true?
in 1997, when Rob Bottin agreed to direct, New Line Cinema was so confident with him as director that a teaser trailer splicing clips of The Dream Master and Jason Goes to Hell was shown at Show West 97, announcing the director, with a 1998 release with reports of the crowd cheering. Posters were leaked with the 1998 release date as McFarlane Toys made a deal to make figures for the movie with the designs matching their looks for the movie. After it was reported the script needed to be altered, the toys, planned to be a 2-pack, had to be separate releases, and the movie titles changed to their franchises' names for the movie Maniacs line, released in 98. Some pointed out the figures didn't resemble their movie appearance. The box art did not make out Jason as he looked for Jason Goes to Hell. And the Freddy figure, originally intended to have a mini Freddy that was based on a scene in a script that had to be altered to the puppet Freddy from Elm Street 3 at the last minute. Although in 99, the figures were released in a 2-pack set as originally intended for the movie, but as blood-painted variants.
I have the 2-pack.
As far
I
as
have the separate
know,
figures, and I have the 2-pack.
I have the
I
separate
have the
figures.
I got the 2-pack signed by Robert and Kane. But as far as I know just a little bit about that. That was never, at least for the figure wise, that was never the intention.
See, that's what I thought. That's
I
why I
don't
was
know,
reading.
Yeah, no.
That's why
But
I
the
brought
thing
that up,
is-
because I'm like, that just doesn't sound accurate to me.
But the thing
It's-
is that especially the Jason, what movie is that from?
The only one they would even say it was technically from is Jason Goes to Hell. It even comes with the poster of it. But here's the other part about that.
But
It
the
comes
Jason
with-
doesn't look like it.
No, it doesn't. But here's you can even go like this too. It gives you the Jason Goes to Hell poster. It gives you the Jason Goes to Hell on the box, the look, but it says Friday the 13th on the box. So it makes me wonder how they did all that licensing shit back then.
My question for you guys all have the Jason movie Maniacs figure?
Mhm.
Yeah.
Did you ever pop his mask off and look underneath?
Yes, I did.
So I wasn't the only one?
No. It took a little bit to get it off, but
Yeah,
came
it's
off.
glued on. You have to pop it off. You have to really pry it off.
I
But
never
yeah,
took it off because they're still in the package.
I have two. I have one by itself in the package, double pack. I bought one that was not in the package, and I said, "Oh, you're not in the package."
What does it look like under the mask?
Nothing like you would have expected.
I mean, he does have a fucked up face, like he's supposed
It's
to.
a very
Yeah,
mushed face, very mushed.
yeah, that's a pretty accurate way of describing it.
But yeah, or
He looks pretty badass though.
the movie it is a
I'm looking at it
badass
right now.
looking figure for the first time.
Oh, you're looking at
action
pictures there, John?
The movie Maniacs one, right?
Yeah.
figure. Yeah,
Yeah, dude, he looks pretty badass. He looks like a part 7 kind of, with like greener.
You're talking the
pants.
body.
Of Jason. Yeah. The whole
Yeah.
thing.
See if you can find
it's-
him. See if you can find him unmasked and show.
that's like a mix of part 9 and 7, but at the same time, it's like where was it going? But hey, continue on.
Oh shit!
Okay, several endings were considered for the film. One had Freddy and Jason battling to the death on the dock. Freddy finally rips out Jason's heart, but an explosion throws them into the fiery lake. Freddy tries to swim away, but Jason puts a death lock on his ankle, and then something strange starts to happen. A glowing red hole opens at the bottom of the lake bed, draining the entire lake and dragging them both down. The next
Oh.
day, Crystal Lake is completely dry, and Lori is reunited with her father. They walk down to the dry lake, where Dr. Campbell sees Freddy's claw on the ground and picks it up, vowing to destroy it for good. Then a red and green striped arm bursts through the ground, grabs Dr. Campbell's leg, and pulls him down. With one leg buried in the ground, he screams for Lori, but is yanked again. His other leg breaks against his chest at an impossible angle before he disappears in the ground completely, with Lori screaming and clawing through the dirt for him. The next scene takes place somewhere very dark as Freddy puts his claw back on his hand. He sees Jason near him, machete gleaming. They go at each other, but then chains shoot out, slicing into both of them. They're separated, struggling to go at each other, when out from the darkness comes Pinhead from Hellraiser and says, "Now what seems to be the problem?" However, New Line Cinema didn't like the idea because they'd have to buy the rights to use the character, and they thought Pinhead was too low rent, so he was changed to Satan, sitting high atop a stone throne, only his eyes and the tips of his two horns visible in the darkness. Below, Freddy and Jason battle each other in a gladiator-style pit. In the script's final draft, this was changed to Freddy and Jason battling in a dark pit surrounded by the eyes of 1,000 dark demons and 1,000,000 tortured souls. The writers wanted to suggest that the fight would continue for all eternity, but that concept was also abandoned. Other ideas involved the giant red hand coming out of Crystal Lake at the end, grabbing Freddy and Jason and yanking them both down into hell. The ending used in the film was actually conceived by Bob Shea. It was originally followed by an epilogue that was actually shot where Laurie and Will begin to have sex for the first time. However, Will starts acting like a maniac and eventually sprouts a Freddy Krueger claw, then proceeds to slash at Laurie. Writer Mark Swift revealed that he disliked this epilogue because it raised too many questions. Does this mean Freddy won? Where's Jason? Is this a dream? Is Will turning evil and is new some sort of son of Freddy? So he believed the scene was cut due to miserable test scores in which the audience thought the acting was terrible.
It was
the
bad.
ending with them battling with the 1,000 eyes in the dark room. Combine that with pulling him into the lake. Missed opportunity.
That sounds kind of cool.
That's
and
missed opportunity.
I'm not opposed to the Pinhead thing. Like
Pinhead one
I'm not
was cool.
I'm
I
not a
would've
huge
loved that too.
Hellraiser guy myself, but it would still been like, all right, fuck yeah, dude, bring it on.
Well, didn't we kind of got that in what
there was a
that
fan
fucking
film.
fan film?
Yeah.
Yeah,
Dude,
was it Up All Night?
yeah, something like that.
It was.
all I know is,
fan
man,
film
like if
All Night.
I was gonna suggest we cover one fan film, but I don't want to go down that rabbit hole. So
No,
I was only gonna say, and I'm not trying to like fluff up anybody, but just because we're talking about Friday the 13th, and I know it's a solid one, and I'm pretty sure y'all watch it, was Never Hike Alone 2.
I still have to watch it.
I still haven't seen it.
It's fucking good.
I'm
Really?
far behind.
So
I'm far
goddamn
behind.
good.
Bro, it was
I'm
fucking
so far behind.
Yeah.
And I'm so glad.
tomorrow. I'm off tomorrow. I'm gonna watch it.
I'm just saying, shout out to Mr. Joe Gallo for putting that shit in our local theaters, so I got to see that shit on the big screen because it was even better on the big screen. Just
So how long is it? Is it like,
dude, it's like a straight up like hour and a half, dude. It's
Really?
it's a
Oh, wow.
solid fucking movie.
Very
Like,
well written.
it-
The acting's fucking great.
So you know how there's like the ghost cut where like it's got the first one and then the music video and then there's something else thrown. Snow. Yeah. So there's that thrown in there to make like one solid fucking tangent movie. But then this one, no, this is like a solid hour and a half. I don't think it's longer than an hour and a half, but dude, it was great. Like solid. I almost forgot I was watching I actually did forget I was watching a fan film at one point, and I was just like, you know what, man? Say what you will, dude. I feel like this dude, like, he gets Jason, man. Like, he does some shit where you're just like, I don't want to say anything, like, especially because you guys haven't seen it. So yeah, we'll leave it at that.
We'll just leave it at that. It's fucking good.
God damn, now I feel like I need to watch it because I haven't watched it.
Yeah.
I'm gonna watch it tomorrow.
And
definitely.
I think there's a version that edits all of them together.
Probably, dude. It's like a solid.
I don't want to sit through something like that.
I could just play it one after the other if I really
Yeah.
want.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Anyways, anything else, Chad Daddy?
that's it, buddy.
All right,
And
brother.
I want to tell everyone
Yep.
if anybody out there is really interested, and I know I am, and I want to get it at some point, interested in the unmade versions of the script, there is a book. It's available. I know Amazon has it, called Slash of the Titans. And it deals strictly with the unmade versions of this movie. And it's you can get the physical, but there's also an audiobook version of it available too.
No
Say
shit.
less. Now I'm gonna get it.
Word.
And it's only like $27, so it's not
That's
like
not bad. That's not bad at all.
Hell yeah. All righty, boys. I know we kind of discussed this, but where do we watch this?
Prime,
Box
because
set.
I was not home.
Fucking Prime.
You forgot.
Just FYI,
kills me.
Just FYI, Slash of the Titans is $24.99 on paperback, or if you do the Audible free trial, it's free.
It's free.
Hell yeah. Free 99 is always good.
Yeah.
And I watched it on classic 2003 DVD, baby.
I
So
hate it here.
With the shiny cover.
fucking right. It was awesome. And the 2-disc set, the flippable fucking inside thing, you know, when we had cool shit. All right. Douche of the film. Lori's dad.
Lori's
I
dad.
was good. Yeah, the dad.
I am. Oh, see, I wasn't going
Or
to
the
say him.
sheriff.
I was going to say either Gibbs' boyfriend
Oh,
Also, dickbag, full out.
or the guy that got rapey at the rave.
Ooh.
oh,
Okay.
rapey
You know what?
rave guy.
Damn it.
Damn.
I'm going to
Rapey
give it to
rave
rapey
guy.
rave
And that
guy.
was the moment, even though Jason killed her, right? Like, we knew she was fucked either way, right? Like Freddy was gonna get her, so she was
Yeah.
dead, right? So I feel
Yeah.
like you almost don't care about it because Jason killed a rapist, and you're like, yeah, go get him, Jason. You know what I
Jason
mean?
doing
Like,
God's work.
right? But then he goes kills a bunch of motherfuckers that are just partying too. So then it's like, all right, cool, we're flipping the script back or whatever. Like, he's not full hero. He's so all right. That would take us to favorite kill.
I love the bed. He stabs him a bunch of times and cracks him in half.
It is solid, man.
Yeah.
Love Freeberg's death.
Ooh, the slice in the,
The
middle.
slice
Huh?
in half.
I think it's actually right on my shirt here somewhere. Yeah, right there it is.
Yeah.
It is a great kill. That's a great kill too.
I got this, bitch.
Let me handle this bitch.
I'm gonna go with oh my god, what the hell was his name? The Will's buddy there.
Mark.
Yeah. I'm gonna go with his, man, because
The only kill that Freddy got in the whole movie.
Yeah.
it
Yeah.
is.
Yes,
Yeah.
it is.
You know,
But I gotta go with it because that even like I know I'm kind of incorporating the scene into it, but like Scoop says earlier, man, that kind of hits some like good old school Freddy feel, and we should have got a little bit more. But
I'm going to go with Rapey and Gibbs double impalement.
ooh, there you go with the chuck and the dropping of the what do you want to call it? Glow sticks there.
Yeah.
I don't know. I always like that shot, dude. Just the trailing glow sticks falling off as he's just like
Fucking rapist. Fuck that guy.
And you know what, man? We got some good classic Freddy scene right before that of him fucking with Gib in the dream.
There was
he
a
got
scene
right
cut
back
out with
into the
him.
spoiler. What's that?
There's a scene that's cut out with the rapey guy. Like when Lori and them
goes
first get to
farther?
the party. Yeah, like when they first get to the party. Nice. He actually like talks to them.
Oh, really?
Yeah. And Kelly
Is it
Rowland tells
anything-
them to get the fuck
do-
away.
Does it anything?
It's nothing.
Does it add to it?
important.
Nothing?
No, it
No,
doesn't.
Not
But
really.
you get to
Gosh.
hear him talk.
Nah, I don't need to. That takes us to. Everybody get the favorite kill?
Yeah.
All right. Just want to make sure. Best scene.
The fucking when Freddy comes out and the fire's going and fucking Jason just starts whooping his ass and fucking rams him through the fucking wall. That's my favorite scene.
I'm gonna agree with
Is it-
that.
Is that also just because the fucking drop on the metal music in that
Yeah,
exact
yeah.
scene too?
Dude.
'Cause it's just like that is the lock and load moment of the fucking movie, right? Like that's the badass scene before we're about to get into some crazy shit.
Yep.
Where fucking everybody's like arming up their fucking like, here we go.
See,
Yeah,
and I
man.
like that. I like that precursor to the actual fight outside because I feel like the actual fight outside it starts to get goofy, which is fucking awesome. Man, the torpedo. That's fucking great.
Which is even crazy
Yeah.
because like he's got powers outside of the realm now.
Which I don't understand. Which was
Right,
another
like I
point that
I
pissed
was
me off.
confused on
He's
that.
Because-
back to full power. He's back to full power.
But
What
he's
I
in the
hate-
real world. He doesn't have full power.
What I hated
There is
about
no
that
full
scene,
power.
what I hated about that scene though was that big heavy fucking piece of machinery swinging around like a pendulum
Yes.
for like 5 minutes. I'm like, that thing would have lost momentum after hitting the wall a couple times.
Yeah.
Oh,
Fair.
fuck.
I don't know. Just the amount of like rebar that gets stuck in Jason, you're just like blood squirts. You're like gross. Awesome.
Yeah, very bloody. But also
Yes.
like I don't know. I just like it on the inside more because it's more believable that they're the way that they're fighting. Because
Well-
when they're outside, Freddy all of a sudden knows kung fu and shit.
That's kind of like
And
that's
Jason-
like end style Freddy though, man. Like
Yeah.
that's like the last three. You know what I mean? Where he's just a
Yeah.
little bit. I don't know, but Freddy,
Jason,
come on, man.
Jason can't hit him for shit. Like
He literally fucking turned Jason into a pinball machine with his crotch in the fucking dream world. You know what I mean? So it's like, so.
But
yeah,
see, but real
dude.
quick, that's what also bothered me. Like Freddy could do that in the dream world, yes, which I expect.
Yeah, 100, right.
But yet
100%.
Jason in the real world got him in the scene in the cabin, but like somehow Freddy is still whipping his
He's
ass like there's
faster.
no tomorrow.
He's faster. Jason's a stiff fucking Frankenstein. Freddy
Well, yeah,
isn't.
they made it like that, so that's where they fucked him over. So good, continue. Don't even get me started. We'll be here all the time. Get me started. Pieces of shit. Continue.
So I'm picking for the best scene actually Freddy as Mark's brother and taunting him with his dead brother.
Okay, so the scene before.
Ooh.
Okay, perfect. Yeah.
That's
That was solid, dude.
very good.
Bob?
I sided with
You
Steve.
listening?
Where he,
Oh, yeah. Sorry. I apologize. Man, I like a lot of them. Honestly, I don't know, man. I'm gonna say right in the police station, man. Like when Laurie first figures out like Freddy's name, and we get that whole transition. And like I know it's 2003 graphics, but I still like love when she walks by all the kids' pictures and they all fucking like look at her and like change their faces.
Okay.
And
All right.
I don't know, man. It's just a good setup and transition into the house, and we get the song, and it's like, oh shit, here we fuck. Like, yeah, we had the whole intro with them, right? But it's like now our characters are like in the shit because they're seeing them and everything. But that leads us to worst moment or scene.
Okay, so I want to pick this as my worst moment or scene, but I can't because it's not in the movie, but it's in the trailer.
I know.
I know what
Go
you're gonna
on.
say. I know exactly what you're going to say.
Freddy versus
Place your bets.
Jason. Place your bets.
That was so
It was in the
fucking
trailer.
stupid.
It's in the deleted scenes. It was horrible.
Was that Laurie saying that?
Yes,
Ugh,
It
I'm glad they
sounded
didn't keep that
so
line.
stupid.
bro.
I'm glad they didn't keep that line.
So, and it's right there at the dock too when she's like, "I want to watch this." Freddy killed my mother,
Yeah, right.
and then she's like, "Freddy versus Jason. Place your bets." Like, ew. shut
Yeah, it
up.
was pretty bad.
Bad. That was the only cringe moment. Like, oh, why would
And
you
it's
even?
very cringe.
Mhm.
I wish we could play it on here. We can't because I don't want to get us kicked off.
See, that's why it's funny because like everybody now thinks the line "How sweet dark meat" is super cringe, and it's like fuck off, dude.
Fuck off.
No.
That's a great.
That's
I
not
love
cringe.
that. Fucking,
That's just
that is my
Freddy being
favorite
Freddy.
fucking Freddy line ever.
Oh man,
My
Worst
least
scene.
favorite moment is oh, so you are afraid of something after all. He's not afraid of water, you prick. Fuck you. Whatever. God, don't get me started. You heard me.
Worst scene is the weird transition from Will and his buddy talking.
To the van.
Yes,
Yeah,
when
because
they're in the library and then they're just like, all right, let's pause this conversation and go to nighttime at
And
your house,
pick it up in the
and
van.
then we will continue at this exact sentence.
Yes.
What the fuck is that,
I'm with
dude?
you. I'm with you.
So
I'm
glad.
yes,
I'm so
I'm
glad.
picking
Only
that too.
thing that
Yes.
has ever really like confused me, I'm like, how did we transition that conversation from that scene to that scene?
Well, and
And
can I,
you know what? This isn't the only movie that's guilty of that. A lot of other fucking
No.
movies do, and
Yeah.
I fucking hate it. It's stupid.
but can I just make this statement here and
Yes,
so
please.
you boys can agree or disagree. The cops in that fucking town in Springwood are fucking morons.
Well,
Yes.
They are morons. You're looking for them and you don't think to go look at his fucking house. He's just chilling in his house with the cops looking for him,
No.
driving around in the brother's van. Springwood ain't that fucking big.
no.
Here.
Like,
Wait a minute. I'll do you one better.
it's fucking Mayberry
They
here, man.
just broke out of a psychiatric ward and they go to the fucking high school and don't even think to hide. Who is that?
To be fair,
stupid?
man,
There's
to
a
be fair,
deleted
man,
scene.
I
for
was
that
in high
too.
school in 2003, and there's a lot of people that would have either been that stupid or B, just not giving a shit. So,
Look,
And not only that, but he
Ah.
goes home. That's gonna be the first place they're gonna look for him.
When I graduated high school, my cousin was still in high school. So it was the year, it was like I graduated summertime, then he went back to high school. I was living with him and my aunt. I totally hung out at the fucking school in classes all fucking day. I was sitting down doing schoolwork in classes that I wasn't fucking registered for. And the teachers didn't fucking kick me out. Nobody fucking questioned shit. I was just the new kid in class. I did it for
they never took attendance, or they just
3 months. 3 months. I did that shit for 3 fucking solid months. Until
Did you get nervous? Did you get nervous if you were late?
No.
Oh.
No, because
I don't know.
I just want to go to that class. I go to the next one.
He just rolls into school at like 11 o'clock.
Yeah.
Dig it.
Sorry, I'm late.
All right. Let's go back to did the opening scene hook you in, boys?
Yep.
Oh yes, very much.
Yeah, absolutely,
Definitely.
man. Sweet monologue.
Freddy monologuing. Who doesn't love that?
And you get some nice refreshers from the classic Freddy's, so you're like, all right. Fuck
And
yeah.
his
get
best
him
kill.
as the Springwood slasher.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
That is
Ooh,
also
how creepy
awesome.
was he? Why?
Oh, okay.
Fantastic.
Hold on. Thank you for bringing that up. Did want to say this one pushed very heavily on him being a pedo.
Yeah, but I think at this point, like everybody like respectively knew, so it's just like
I don't know why, but just the picture of him just licking the back of that picture and sticking it to the book.
That made
It just
it
felt so dirty.
Mel looked at me. Mel looked at me and went, "See, I told you he's a fucking pedo." I was like, "He
We're like,
licked the
yeah,
back of the picture. We know."
we're like,
it. Shut
but
up.
we know that. We just don't talk about it.
Ugh.
Pretty much. I mean,
we
that's
don't
what they
talk
did.
about Bruno.
The first time's a little wet.
Messy.
Messy. That's right. You should say wet too. All right.
You should have said moist.
Ew. Most attractive character.
Lori.
I mean,
Do we got to debate it? Obviously, it's Lori.
I was still trying to get in her
I
pants.
don't know, man. You know what, man?
When she's standing there arguing with
I
her
was gonna
father
go-
after being out in the rain and her hair is just dripping wet.
Were you gonna say? Who were you gonna say, Bob?
I was going to go with Catherine Elizabeth, honestly.
Catherine Isabel.
Isabel, whatever.
Gib.
Yeah.
She's cute.
He's
You
too
know what,
pasty.
man? I'm kind of torn. But
Nothing
I feel like
against Monica. But
I feel like Gib would be a little bit more like better personality wise to hang out with.
I don't know, man. She smells like
More
menthols.
Yeah, but I used to smoke menthols, dude, so I don't give
So
a
did
shit.
I.
yeah, but guess
Grosses me
what?
out now.
Lori's
So
going
we
to
home,
compare.
homie.
But Lori's going to compare you to Will all night long.
That's
And you're
I
never
don't
going to
give a
match.
shit.
And you're never going to match up.
I don't give a shit.
You know, we never even mentioned it with her, but that girl's got some side profile, that's for sure. All
Well,
right.
I'm not argue with that one.
Yeah, fucking A, bro. All right. Did the score set the mood?
What? Yeah.
Fucking A, man. Score was good and soundtrack.
Mhm.
Which leads us to, and possibly one of the hardest questions of the evening, best song.
I'm torn between corn.
Il
and
Nino,
Scott,
how
honestly.
can I live without you?
Ooh.
How
I'm
can
with
I live?
Scoobs.
I fucking
Absolutely
love
love
that
it.
damn song. Hi, honey.
We heard her.
Pirates.
What you got, Bob?
I'm gonna go with Slipknot.
One more time and I'm gonna snap. One more
Yeah,
time. I'm gonna snap.
yeah, that fucking yeah,
Uh,
love it. I mean, that's hard. It's hard. The soundtrack,
Right?
is, oh,
Because honestly,
I got you know
like,
something. I gotta find the CDs. I'm gonna buy the CDs on eBay. I'm gonna find them. I'm gonna get them. I'm gonna get all three. 'Cause
You know
they
what?
did Jason, Freddy, and then they had the
and
one
then
with the
yep.
just to be different, and because I actually do really love the song, I'm gonna go with Spine Shank,
Ooh.
beginning of the end.
I don't want to be.
Hell yeah.
It's the beginning of the end.
Yeah. All you want. That's true. Okay. That leads us to favorite character.
Mark.
Fuck.
Freeberg.
Uh,
How about a little jailbreak? Dude, he's a cop. Ooh. That would have been
You know,
Come on, man.
What's he gonna
I'll
do?
go-
Arrest me?
I'm going with Linderman. I like Linderman.
Dude, all right, that guy.
I felt
My
bad for him.
favorite role that dude plays in is with Ryan Reynolds in Just Friends.
Oh, that's
He
been
plays
Oh fuck! I
he
forgot he
plays
was in
Ryan Reynolds' younger
that.
brother.
Yeah.
And they're just fucking slap fighting each other the whole fucking movie, and it's fucking great. I love when he goes up and what's her name sitting there, and he's like, "Is this my Christmas present?"
I'm gonna go.
Gene picks Jason.
fair. I mean, I always pick Jason, but this is my least favorite Jason song. Sorry.
I do
You
not
know,
remember a Slipknot game.
03 Scuba would have picked Jason in a heartbeat. 03 Scuba would have said, "I don't give a fuck,
no.
Jason."
Yeah, that's fair.
2024 Scuba is gonna say Freddy.
Yeah,
Yeah.
word.
Hmm.
He's bringing his goats back. He's bringing, yeah, man. He's doing the whole thing, right?
Yeah,
He had
first
two-
time since the first one.
Right. It's kind of nice to see. I like it. It always gives you that nice Satan vibe. All right, that leads us
Wait,
to
Chad, did you give yours?
Yeah, I said Linderman.
Oh, I thought you. Never mind. Continue.
all right. Was it scary? No,
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 not at all.
no.
but I don't
Just
think.
stop.
I think
wasn't
it
meant
was
to be
like,
scary.
yeah, it was like horror action. Like it was the vibe of horror, but
I feel it could have been, but again, it missed
it
opportunities.
could have been, man. Like
It,
it got it tried getting there with a couple of the Freddy scenes, and I feel like that was probably like the closest to the nail on the head for him. But
yeah.
that leads us to, does it hold up today? CGI wise, no.
No, that part.
It's really
doesn't.
bad. For me, absolutely, dude. I watch this shit
yes.
like
Yeah,
I watch
I'd say-
this like 3 times a year. I don't give a shit.
I'm giving a soft yes, but
All right,
He's a
Flaccid.
flaccid yes.
Flaccid, yes.
it's a
Yeah.
placid yes.
that happens, man. How was the acting?
Uh,
It was fine.
it was
Monica
okay.
was not great.
She was not the best.
I'm gonna
And
go with a
maybe even
C.
Kelly Rowland wasn't the best, but everybody else,
I'm just
C minus.
Daddy.
everybody
Yo,
else
she sounded way more seductive in that scene than actually.
Yeah,
like-
way more
talking
than
to
she
her
needed
dad.
to be.
because she
I'm
was
like-
sleepy. She was
no,
sleepy.
come on.
I
You're
never
just
thought of it
being
like
per-
that, but yeah.
You're just being perverts because she said
No.
daddy.
I promise
No.
Daddy,
that
it's
I'll
okay,
be fine, Daddy.
It's okay, Daddy. Like,
At least
Hey.
drink your juice.
Listen,
meanwhile,
Your
he's trying to
daughter-
drug her. Someone tell me that's not a
I'm
problem.
just saying, if your daughter was that exhausted and everything, and she said like that, like you wouldn't look at it that way. I've never looked at it that way. It
My
was-
kid has not called me daddy since she was like fucking 10 or 11.
yeah, but it's not just you and her like this. I don't know, maybe whatever.
You know what my
No.
14-year-old calls me more than anything?
Chad.
Dude.
Oh.
Dude.
Bro.
Dude,
What's up,
bro.
bro?
Dude or bro, yeah. But it's more
Dude,
dude,
man,
than
bro.
anything.
I can
Dude,
hear
man,
Chad.
bro.
I can hear you going, "Hi, honey. What up, dude?"
What's up, dude?
Dude, man, bro. All right. Did we like the cinematography?
Actually,
Definitely
yeah.
some great
Yeah.
shots. Yes,
I really
can
liked
agree with that.
especially when during the dream sequence when Freddy's drowning Jason and then they wake Jason and Freddy turns and he sees Laurie there and he just gets this evil look and then the screen just turns bright red. I love that shot.
That is a great. Yeah. Oh.
Oh yeah.
So the
I would
lighting
agree.
in certain scenes is really good.
Yeah.
I like how they use the red and the blues.
Mm-hmm.
This,
Especially
yes,
for the
this movie
dreams.
is-
Yeah.
It's literally blue and red. Those are the main colors.
And yes,
I'm fine
Gene,
with it.
Dawson's Creek was a good show.
I don't want to win.
I thought you were gonna throw in I don't wait for my Trapper Keeper to be over.
That's right.
I
I wasn't trying to go the carbon, but then as soon as you said it, I was like, "Yep, never mind." All right, that takes us to: did we enjoy the premise?
Yep.
Love it.
Yo, man,
Yeah.
it's two
Yeah,
big
yeah.
movie monsters fucking going at it in fights. I'm down for it. We never really got this with anything else. You know, this is like old school Dracula versus the Wolfman. You
Yep.
know, but like
we need
our
more
area.
shit like that.
we do, man.
Like we got
We-
Godzilla
listen.
versus Kong, and that's it.
Listen, man, we need Chucky to go against.
Leprechaun.
Nope.
Yes.
They're both based in
yes.
Chicago. No, they're both based in Chicago. I want Chucky.
But come on, come on.
Chucky versus Candyman.
Versus Candyman.
Oh, and they're both voodoo.
They're both voodoo. They're both Chicago. It's an easy basis. I
don't
want
know.
it.
I still want to see
I'm not
them
even a
in-
Candyman guy. I'm still like y'all, bro.
I still want to see that and
shit.
Leprechaun. So give me both. Give me both. Then.
But I don't, yeah, like what other verses would you? I mean,
Annabelle versus Megan.
like,
Yeah, but the Annabelle doll doesn't really move.
Yeah, no, I don't know about that.
you'd almost have to do Chucky versus Megan.
Chucky versus Megan.
Chucky fucking Megan.
No, Chucky Buddy.
Yeah, Chucky versus Buddy. There you go.
Yeah.
All right. And was the climax satisfying?
Yeah, Jason won.
Yeah. Or did he?
Yeah.
He won. Jason won.
Jason stabbed Freddy with his own hand.
Who
Ah,
walked
the
away?
wink. The wink at the
Who-
end.
Who walked away at the end? Not Freddy.
Jason.
Oh no. There's the wink
Jason
at the
won.
end.
Nope, Jason won.
Jason won.
Technically, Lori won.
No, she got killed in the other ending. Fuck her.
Hopefully, Will won at the end of that. Really, but we'll see. Hopefully, she finally gave it up. All right.
I'm hoping that they hooked up and then they're like, you know what, we've really changed. I don't really like you now.
After
changed
all
too
that
much.
shit.
I would have laughed so hard if that actually happened. I would have been like, wow.
You don't
All right,
think
buddy,
they messed
thanks.
around? I think they probably they're messing around at 14. They gotta have at least a little bit of an idea.
Will's probably like,
Well,
you know what, I'm actually gay.
But Will
Mark and
never
I.
was real.
Mark had that fucking sweet ass. All right, that's right. Recycle, rewind, remake, or reboot, boys.
Rewind.
Just gonna
Rewind.
rewind this
Yeah.
shit.
I'll rewind it because we're never going to get anything else of it. So rewind it.
No, and let's rate this shit. Brody gave us a 4. Bob, what do you got?
Well, I will be the low man this week.
That's
That's
fine.
okay. I'm going to go with a 3.4.
Hey,
Like I said, I will rewatch it. I do like it, but there are reasons why I don't rewatch it as much.
fair enough.
I am going
Scuba
4.5.
4.5. Chad Daddy
I'll give it a 4.2. Little higher than Brody, but a little under Scoobs.
4.2. And it's weird. Chad Daddy was in my head because I was also going a 4.2. 4 deuced.
Yeah.
It was between a 2 and a 3, and I was like, 2 sounds good.
Yeah, two is very nice.
And that would leave us to a 4.06, so 4.1.
All right.
That's a fucking
All right.
fair score.
Gene said 3.8. Word. Very, very close. All right. So that is 2003's Freddy versus Jason. Put a cap on that shit. Chad Eddie, what are we covering next week, buddy?
Next week, I believe it's body parts. Let me double check because I accidentally closed everything down.
Body parts. Whose is this?
It
This
is
is-
body parts, and
I think that's me.
What?
no, this is a Brody pick.
1991. I'm guessing
Yes, and the only other
It's
thing I
on-
know is,
it's free on Prime right now.
oh yeah, we like free.
Yes, we do. Who do we got in this?
I think the guy from Lawnmower Man's in it.
Bill
Jeff Fahey.
Kruschek.
Yeah.
Yep, Jeff Fahey, Brad Dourif's in it. Okay.
Oh, nice.
Lindsay Duncan. I don't really know any of the other people. All right, cool. Never heard of this movie. So the first time.
I was aware of it. I've never like
So
I've,
this is
I've never
this
seen
is
it. This is-
all new for all of us.
I think so.
Yeah, pretty much.
All right, Brody. We'll see how we go.
I hope it goes better than Body Melt.
Oh God, I forgot about that shit. Yeah.
How can you forget about Tony Robbins?
Tony Robbins.
Tony Robbins hungry.
So the little quick one sentence synopsis for this movie is: after losing his arm in a car accident, a criminal psychologist has replaced his limb with that belonged to a serial killer. Bro, it's the Phantom jerking. It's just gonna be like, fuck yeah, dude. It's always when you got. All right.
The Phantom jerking. I love it.
All right. Is there any nerd news we want to do quick before we cap this shit? The only thing I got is
I got nothing.
Bruce Campbell's coming back as Ash. in animated form.
Animated
Yes, he is.
series.
We'll take it.
So-
We will take it.
The Helldivers update drops tomorrow, so get ready for the game to get even harder than it already was.
That's true.
I don't have
6, yep.
anything. I don't have anything in horror news worth mentioning at this rate. Nothing.
Oh, you know what? We got some solid. I think we got some decent horror movies coming up, or at least we got one really good one coming up potentially this month.
Yeah.
Or a sci-fi movie. Because when I went and saw Deadpool versus Wolverine or Deadpool Wolverine, dude, they showed, and I don't know if it's a newer trailer or whatever. I've never seen it all the way, this one, but this trailer for fucking Romulus, and holy shit,
Oh,
yeah.
fucking
Yes.
awesome.
That movie's gonna be fucking
think
solid.
2 weeks, I think it's the 16th or something like that.
Yes, it's the 16th.
I am kind of
that-
bummed with the popcorn bucket designs that they came out with. Very mid, very mid. I was hoping
The
for-
Xenomorph head.
Yeah.
You wanted the
Oh,
popcorn to come out of the Xenomorph's mouth so you could fuck the
Yes,
popcorn bucket?
Yes.
So wait,
Yes!
didn't you just want a face hugger one?
The facehugger one would have been great too, because but no,
Right.
they missed an opportunity there.
You know what though?
I
Can
think
just
they
say-
knew what they were doing.
Yeah.
But
If-
no. And another cool design would have been an egg
Oh yeah,
Yeah.
the egg would have been the
Okay,
same.
That would've
that would have
been
been solid.
with the face hugger on the side. Would have been fucking
Which would already be the
awesome.
it would already be the fucking Dune one. Like that's not even that far off from that.
Yeah.
So that's what's kind of disappointing is the alien thing. They did that as one of the displays for the box sets a few years ago.
The head,
Yeah.
dude. If it's big enough, though, I'm not gonna lie. If I had a Predator costume, I'd be getting that just for like a part of my costume and just paint it up.
Well, I
Look
told
like
Mel,
AVP style, where it's like the fucking
I want to
the
get one and mount it, get a mount, for
Yeah.
it, and then mount it on the wall to
There
have
you
it
go.
like a
that'd be dope.
xenomorph head.
And what the hell other horror movies are coming out? Oh, horror-esque. Beetlejuice will be dropping. No, that's not till the end of September though.
That's
But I
in
did see the new
September,
trailer
but it's
for that,
coming.
and that new trailer looked fucking even. It kind of showed a lot, though. I almost wish like I did.
I'm glad I
it.
didn't.
See,
watch
I
it.
didn't
I'm
watch
glad
it.
I didn't watch
I only watched. The
I didn't
first
watch
one.
that. I didn't watch the new Romulus trailer either. So I wanna
Neither
be
did
fresh
I.
for those.
I'm on with Chad on.
All I know is during the Romulus trailer, because I was in a pretty packed theater, you could feel the tension, and I'm pretty sure they showed this in the first trailer of like when the face hugger was pulling itself out of somebody's mouth, and it's just that long shot. Bro, you could just feel like the ew, we shouldn't be watching this vibe in the fucking theater. It was good.
I forgot over the weekend. I did watch a fucking movie that I want to put on my list for next year. If you guys haven't seen it, it's called Deathgasm.
Oh, I've heard about it. I've never
seen
watched
Dude,
it.
Never seen
That
it.
movie fits,
It's the metal. It's the
So-
heavy metal one, right?
yes, but it
Yeah, yeah,
fits into the Evil Dead universe. Fucking
So-
perfect.
I'm pretty sure that's the movie because I started watching it because it's very similar to the Todd and the Book of Pure Evil series. Like, there's a lot of things that are close to it.
Yeah.
And that's no.
It's fucking
it-
funny. It's so
Alright.
good. It's like Evil Dead
Keep-
2 style.
Keep that one on the back burner then for
Yes.
sure.
Yeah.
All right. Well, if that is it, then I'm gonna say we wrap this shit up, boys. Bob, I'm gonna hand it to you.
This is your killing machine saying we will see you next week for body parts. So make sure you're not missing an arm or a leg or a hand or something else in your pants for next week's episode.
Oh,
This is your host for the Ghost Prince of the Paranormal, the Duke of the Dead, Lord Scuba Copper, saying, I'll see you next week for a movie I've never seen.
That too.
Yeah. This is your Dark Lord of Knowledge, your Chad Daddy, way down yonder in the Chattahoochee, saying join us next week for body parts, and somebody might be getting a stranger. We don't know.
we don't know. And I'm your fluff, not so mean fluff master supreme, Big Johnny D, saying thank you once again, Gorehounds, for joining us. Hope you enjoy our new emblem. We fucking love it. Once again, shout
Yes,
out
we
to Ron.
do.
Yeah.
Did fantastic and fast work, dude. So if for whatever reason, if you need
Dude, he
graphic
had
art,
that. Yeah.
that motherfucker had that shit done in 3 days, and it was
Absolutely beautiful.
3 days, yes, but nowhere near 3 days of actual time.
Yeah.
So, fucking super shout out to that dude. Look him out. We put him up on our Facebook. By the way, if you haven't, follow our new Facebook page and our new YouTube page.
Yes.
And we are also have a couple audio episodes out on Podbean now. but we will be hopping to the other ones relatively shortly. So with that being said, thank you, Gorehounds, and stay fresh, cheese bags.
Burnt penis.
Jason's penis.
Dum dum
Lori
dum.
needs a penis.